All right. What's up?
I forgot Will was still on the opening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was looking at it, I was like, oh shit, really?
Yeah. There's a lot I need to do with the opening. I need to find new music because it constantly gets
Oh my god, every night, every time.
every single time it gets copywritten. So if anybody knows like good copyright free music, which that music was supposed to be copyright free, and then some company acquired another company and they claim it every single time.
Yep.
Every single time.
Oh, that's
It is
annoying.
crazy. No, like
Not-
literally, we finished the show, so we can't do anything. So either me or Tank cut the trim the segment out just so we don't have to pay them. It's only like 12 seconds, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, we have to do it every single time. So it's crazy.
Yeah. The outro part and the intro part, which is crazy because we don't get dinged on the part with Superbad. I can't think of his name. Where he's like
Jonah Hill.
Yeah. Jonah Hill. We don't get dinged on that, but afterward that music gets dinged, and only the music during the intro part, during the going into the theater.
Yep.
That music. Because the music that plays during the 3 minutes, that's good.
Fine. Yeah, no problem with that. So like now we gotta put our heads together and then do the work of trying to do a new intro. But you know what? I will be fair. Anzo does a new intro every damn 2 weeks, so I guess I can get off my ass and start doing something too.
But he uses. I think he uses AI, right? Or
100% uses AI, and then this is another program that puts a lot of this stuff together. But he has to put little things in there. But I can do that shit.
I am not a fan of AI, like at all. Like I'd rather do it myself. One, I don't need my electric bill to go any fucking higher because of AI, because all the damn data centers in Illinois. So
I don't know.
I'm not a fan.
I got solar.
Well, you're good. Panels. You got solar. You good. Oh, man. There's a data center in not too far from me. They built one. It was originally going to be like a storage unit, and then as they were building it, that's when the AI started getting popular. They're like, oh shit. So they like FF storage unit.
Give me money.
Data
we
center.
Good to go now.
So like the next village over by me, they have I don't know if it's finished yet, but it is going to be a data center, which is annoying. But yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it. Once again, there's another thing that you're not going to be able to stop. AI is here. It's scary. It is so scary.
It's so bad, and how much I've seen people react to videos that literally has the Sora logo bouncing around. I'm like, it has it right there that it's AI generated, and then people are like, "Look, see what's going on?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's fake, man. It's fake."
The word
Terminator explained why this is a bad idea.
Exactly.
The thing that's worrisome is that with Sora, if you buy it, if you pay the money, you don't have the watermark.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought you always
everyone
had
is using it right now. It's free, but if you
Mm.
pay for it, which is like it's like $29.99 or something like that. If you pay for it, it doesn't have that watermark, and then you can do whatever the hell you want.
Because like the thing with Sora, with other open AIs, like Sora is good. Like
I know.
Besides the artifacts, with like a weird finger missing or a leg disappearing, like it's really good at not having that. But the actual dialogue of what they have the people saying, I'm like, holy shit! Like, it's funny. It's still like not funny, but it's not like so bad compared to other ones. Like Sora is like really good, and it's scary.
It's worrisome because like you can have video evidence of stuff happening. Can it be true? Proven? Nothing can be proven now.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's nuts, and you can do it on your phone. Like I could literally be at a light and do a video. I could edit a video at the light that of a car crash with your car, and you're like, I could do that from my car. Crazy.
Yeah. Watch. I within the next year or so, you're gonna see all these websites that are gonna be like AI decoders. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're not sure if a video is real or not? Pay us $10 a month, and you just put the URL, and we'll let you know if it's fake or not. I guarantee that's gonna be popping up like a lot more. like these anti-AI decoder sites or whatever. So
I mean, maybe our president can't even use that. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
oh my God, don't even
No, I don't.
man, Jesus Christ.
No comment.
Yeah.
Brandon was like, I didn't say it. The person who said it is Brian the Grizzly, not Brandon.
You just see me like slowly vanish out of frame and just kind of like
Like, where did that bush come from? He just slowly goes into the bush. Like,
Go, yeah, right. The Homer Simpson meme. Yeah.
oh
my God.
funny.
But yeah, the world we live in right now. Let's see.
Hey, by the way, guys, sorry we're so late. We had a lot of conversations and stuff, so it's,
there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. For sure.
I don't get to talk to to anyone about these things, and it's like we wanted to get started, but we were having that conversation, having that stuff. So apologize about that. But I'll tell you this much: I am worried about all these bills going up. I'm probably about to bring back cable. You know that? I'm probably going back to cable because the price of Hulu Live is going to be $92. The price of HBO Max is going to $18.99.
Yeah.
I could go get Comcast Xfinity internet. I mean Xfinity online stream, Xfinity stream for $79.99 and it comes with HBO Max.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So I was like, so why did I cut the cord? What's going on now? Like,
there's so many different like packages and deals and stuff. Like I have the Hulu, Disney, HBO Max for it was $30. That increased to 33 now. Like I think in October. And then yeah. And my internet, like I had added a bunch of stuff to my internet, and usually my just my internet's $50. And I deal with them, and I have like special things I call in every year, and I do have good internet despite StreamYard always. I have really good internet. Like things go fast. It's my computer. I swear. But then I had you add Apple, then you add this, and you add this, and like throw in the Xfinity stream, whatever it's called. So I'm paying like $140 plus that, and then plus all the other little things. I was like
$100 just for my internet anyway.
Yeah.
I have like the commercial premium, professional internet.
All that.
But the add-on is literally for me to get Xfinity Stream to add on. It's like $40. So I'll be paying $140 like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so why am I paying so much for Hulu? Why am I paying all this stuff? I can get the little small package and not worry about. I already get HBO Max and not worry about all this stuff anymore. So I'm trying to look at a way so I can. I mean, I got rid of internet, so I got rid of Xfinity to not pay $200 for cable, and now I'm paying over $200 with all the stuff that I have. So I'm like, what's the fucking point?
Yep. I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I don't need to watch things live anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like I can find ways to watch things where I don't need AMC Plus. So even that's a scam. So we were talking. Me and Brian was at Monday because people were asking, did you watch Telemasca? I'm like, that don't come out until this Sunday. But what they did was, if you had AMC Plus, only through AMC. Right? Not through Amazon, not through Apple, not like an add-on. You have to have the actual app. You got Telemasca a week early.
Guy last Sunday.
Yep. So even though like Brian has AMC Plus, it's through Amazon.
It wasn't available for me.
That makes zero sense. That you pay for the app is just through another app, which is already insane. But since you pay the app through an app, you don't get that benefit.
I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Thanos was right. That's what I'm saying it right here, guys. Thanos was right.
Yeah. So, but we get Telemasca this week, though. It's just annoying.
Not too much longer left.
Nah.
Yeah, but I mean, other people have already seen it. and break down episodes.
There's already people breaking down the first episode.
I haven't
had
even,
to avoid.
I haven't even gotten around to looking at any reviews.
Yeah,
Trying to enter the habit of going in.
Oh yeah, I've tried to not see it, but I know they're there because I follow She Dreads Me. I follow a couple of people that that already have done it. So that's just what it is. And then it starts also Sunday too. So
damn, we have no time to talk about anything. But we got a message. She Dreads Me and see if she could do some
100%.
come and collab or something with Telemasca, because she's a big Immortal Universe fan, so I didn't find that out until after this last season of Mayfair Witches. I think
we were arguing about something about T'Challa, of course, and it was a whole group of us, and then I think Anzo said something about me, like an interview with a vampire, and she was like, "Oh, I love that stuff. I love the whole Anne Rice universe." I was like, "Oh man, it's crazy." But she got good taste. That's what I'm saying. She got good taste.
Yeah, she got pretty good takes though too.
I don't agree with her, but she got good takes. I don't have to agree with people to like them.
Yeah.
That's why I like Zach. Everything that Zach said, I don't agree with hardly anything Zach ever says. I like him. I like him, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And we have a completely different taste of movies.
It's the greatest thing is just sliced bread. I was like, man, you ain't even around for sliced bread. You don't know.
Oh man. All right, let's get
all these great
going and see who's in the chat right now. So I saw your first few ones. I'm gonna skip over that because we're gonna actually talk about that collector. But collector's in here. He said, just wanted to let you know I posted a new video today on my YouTube with my pickups for September and October. Awesome.
Yeah, I think I got an alert about that, but it was right when I was in the room, so I don't think I haven't had a chance to check it out. But yeah definitely.
It's got to be a lot. I got to check it out because I see your Instagram stories, and every other one's like, look what I got. Just all these.
And he sent me messages and showed me pictures of the stuff that he ordered. So I think I know what it is, but I haven't seen the actual video yet. Which I just like to support. So I just haven't had a chance to check it out though. So I will. I definitely.
Yeah. So check that out. Fernando saying, "What's good, fellas?"
What up, Fernando?
Everything
he said was awesome. Everything I love you saying. But you know what? I can't wait to talk about the Gen V finale.
Yeah. Oh,
because I got some takes, man.
Yeah. Yep. And I see you talk about the Star Wars thing, which hopefully I want to rant about that for a second because Jesus Christ, aggravated me when I saw that.
It sounded awesome. So whatever.
This I didn't know. So he said, I'm very excited to hear Sigourney Weaver's in negotiations to be in the next Alien movie. I like that.
How they going to bridge all this stuff? Yeah, I'm okay with it.
It raises a lot of questions as to where this is going to take place in the timeline.
Yeah, right.
I mean, do we even know where the timeline we are? Like, it's just, whatever. He's doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Alien Romulus obviously was a prequel. And then the way they were talking about this one, they've been kind of talking about it like it's going to be a continuation of Romulus.
Yeah, wouldn't that kind of be where we are right now with the TV show?
I think was it TV show after the first one, right? But before the second one?
It's before the first one.
It was before the first one. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So much freaking
like where are we at? It's like we're having a cookbook and we're going to like go in the middle and then go at the end and then go at the beginning and then we're going to go before the beginning and then we're going to go to the hen to get the egg and now we're going back. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a lot. Man. Of course, we got Mama Bear in the house saying hello.
Hey, Mama.
Always appreciate Mama Bear. So new intro time. Yeah.
It is.
Oh man. Tony, what's up, Tony? So I'm sitting here with my bottle of cold water, watching three guys talk about shit that I like. Proceed.
Tony, you're hilarious, man. You really are.
Mhm. Oh man, appreciate that. Everyone giving hugs.
Hugs from Arkansas. I see you,
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
There you
Let's see. So skipping around a little bit. Like you said, I can't believe the HBO Max for the 4K version and with no commercials. Yeah, they raised that as expensive as the Netflix with no commercials for 4K. Yeah,
It's crazy. I'm like, dude, why do you
it's
like you're pretending that you are a real cable service?
Yeah.
Like really, that's what you're doing. You pretend like you're cable, like, but I don't get nothing live. I don't have no programs. I can't get TNT, TBS, on that stuff. But I still have to pay for YouTube.
mhm.
You ask why we all share all these passwords.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Yeah. The one app I love is the PBS Kids app for my sons because it's free. It's free.
I love it. That's great.
I was like, yes, love PBS. Oh man. Viewer Drew, what's up, Drew?
What's going on, Drew?
My kids just started getting into Legos. So right now, my daughter is building her Death Star. She already built all her Nintendo stuff. She's already, she's been going through all the Disney movies, building stuff. So I have to go. I'm actually ordered a shelf. So when it comes, I have to build her a shelf so she can start putting her stuff. And she likes to display it. She's like, I want the one with the light on it, Daddy. So I was
like that's extra. Daddy can install a light.
Exactly what I said. I was like, Daddy could put a magnet up there with the light. This is $39.99. That's $100. I can install light right through it. Don't worry about it, baby.
Well,
she's becoming obviously she's becoming a little nerd in her own way, but I like it because it's an opportunity to build stuff and to let your imagination kind of grow. So this is something I'm pushing. Go ahead. I know it's expensive, but I will want you to do these things. You're understanding how to build houses, how to build all these little details, and how every little piece matters. So now you're keeping up with things, and it's really good right now. So I'm enjoying this point that we are in right now, even though I don't like the little pieces that get me in my foot.
Step on that little corner piece.
What
also, like
this?
Legos, they hold their value pretty well. Just the book, the instruction book that comes with it. Some of those sell for a lot of money because if you can sell that and it has all the pieces that you need, and there's a lot of collectors that just want books. So I have a stack of like a good 5 books of all my different builds. So I don't throw that away. So then obviously I still got Optimus Prime I gotta build. I got I got so many.
Tank got his lunch money from the 3rd grade. He don't throw away nothing.
Yeah, I just got my Wolverine claws I still gotta build, and my Optimus Prime I gotta build.
I'm holding on to this stuff because she's literally been down here 5 times trying to open my box. Literally been down here. I'm like, dude, if you don't leave me alone,
put an alarm on it.
She's like, it's been weeks, Daddy. You haven't opened the box. I go to work. I do stuff.
Oh, she would hate my house, man, because these are just a few that I have a closet upstairs that like Erica has the oyster Little Mermaid oyster one still in the box. Like, we bought the 3-in-1 haunted house one from Costco. We bought that one. I'm still in the box. We haven't had a chance to build that. So
everything we bring in this house, she went to her sister's room and built something. It was a 500-piece thing. While she was asleep last night, I woke up and I'm like, what the lights on? When then she built the whole thing. It was 2:00 in the morning. I had to turn off the light, tell her to go to bed. She built the whole thing. Charlie was pissed.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's all. But Legos are so much fun. So we at Sully. What's up, Sully? Saying first time in a long time. I was late to
It's hard to be late to us because we are always late. So
yeah, it's always something.
And I always have to make sure, don't blame me. Blame him, but not me.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm. Oh man, yeah. Appreciate that. Also, go check out Sully. I saw you had your Chainsaw
Sully's
Man review out. So
also, man, I love the way he does his content. I love his way of explaining so clearly. You understand his point of view. I love it, honestly.
but all you guys that write scripts, man, like I'm like so jealous because you guys got it so down pat. You know, like Sully, Zack Attacks has it really, you know, like down as well.
Kenny does a good job.
Yeah. So yeah, so I get super jealous.
Dude, I have a master's degree, but I can't read, so that's my problem. You write me a script, I'm probably gonna ad lib something.
I mean, that's usually what I do. Like whenever I do a solo review, it's more like outline. It's an outline. It's like, all right, here's a few points, and that's it. And then I kind of just go with it.
Like I can't even like I'm reading it, I'm like, no, I'm gonna say it a different way because I like to. I write. I don't write in the way I speak.
Mm-hmm.
I write in a certain proper way, but I don't speak that same way. So when I'm reading it, I don't feel like it sounds natural. So I always change in my mind no matter what's going on. So Tech has been asking for years for us to figure that out. And it doesn't work for me because I don't write the way I read. I don't write the way I talk. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. So it's hard.
Yeah. That's why I've always done just like bullet points, and I learned that from like speech class when I took my my speech class. You know, was like know what you want to say, but for me it was always like, all right, here's a card with like 5 points. You know, and I just kind of went with it.
Yeah, I do that with especially when I was like doing speech class. It would usually be like the main bullet points, and then maybe like a couple words like here and there after it, just to kind of as reminders.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. I know to get people. I'm so nervous about stuff. I just go totally emotion. I'll do shock value and emotion, and then I can say whatever I say.
Yeah, so I can't help myself. It's a blessing and a curse. I have to write a script. Yeah,
but you're good at it.
Yeah, you're good at it.
You're good at it. Yeah. If it was me, it's just been I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
Saying no ice cream tonight, Brand Man.
You didn't see me eating it.
There you go.
He got some ice cream.
Let's see. Have you seen that? T just showed up. Appreciate that.
What's going on?
Matter of fact, now that I'm finished with this, I'm gonna wash this out and put it in the sink. I'll be right back.
All right, go for it. We're gonna get caught up with some of these last few comments. Did you hear about the huge gambling scandal in the NBA? Yeah,
100%.
The mob was involved. Everything is crazy. I woke up to that. And I'm like,
Chauncey Billups. I'm like, dude, you're the head coach. You know, like it's crazy. They're reporters, like the biggest reporters in the game, are probably part of it. Mm-hmm. Everyone's blaming Agent Zero because obviously Gil. I don't know why he always got to talk about everything. Why I got to say everything? I don't know, man. It's interesting about what's going on.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it was wild because at first I saw the headline. I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy, you know. And then I started reading it, and I started seeing other people talk about it, and then the press conference, you know, and I was like, damn. I was like,
dude,
this
is things that they're accusing him of. I'm like, dude, Chauncey it's poker. How did they catch Chauncey? Mike, we know Mike used to spend $10,000 to $100,000 in poker games.
Mm-hmm.
The Dream Team talks about millions of dollars being gone in poker games.
Mm-hmm.
But because Chauncey's organized, he's a point guard, and he sets everything up. He gets caught up.
Oh man, wait. Chauncey is caught up in an illegal poker game, not the gambling on games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I remember
he's organized.
Yeah, because who's caught up with the gambling on the games? Was it one of the players?
No, I didn't see anything like that. The only thing I saw was
because I saw somebody say,
was it Brian Windhorst? Is that what I saw? Wendy?
Uh,
I think that's what I saw.
because I gotta go back and look at it because I thought I saw where somebody said that they were gonna leave the game early, and then it was pretty much gonna guarantee the loss, So all these people started betting the under and this and that, and 9 minutes, like he left or something like that.
Mhm.
Like he like this player basically benched himself.
Nah, but most of that stuff happens for I don't know. Scary Terry did something too.
Mm-hmm. Terry Rozier took himself out of the game with cover points. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
that was the actual but they arrested him on the same day. So Terry Rozier got arrested at the same time as Chauncey Billups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I see you guys talking about some of that stuff. We'll get into that WB stuff in a little bit. Because that's probably gonna be like one of our bigger topics. That and Gen V are probably gonna be our two big topics of the night.
Yeah. He rose all over again. I see.
With your daughter, got that Death Star just came out. What's that? That just came out. It has 8,000 pieces. Oh, yes, a newer version.
We purchased it when we were in Orlando, where we were on Disney, and she literally started it in Orlando, right? Then she had a Ziploc bag for each section that she was doing, right?
And
she I don't know. This is not me. She numbered it, right?
Oh wow!
She knew which one she was going on and going around doing it, and she finished it when we got back. Like I guess she finished about Wednesday, and she brought me in. I was like, shit. Now in my mind, I'm thinking, I couldn't do that. That would not have been me doing it. That's crazy though.
Yeah. It's definitely once I start, like it's hard for me to stop. Like both of the Infinity Gauntlets over here, like I built those in one night, like each. So I think my sister bought me one. I think she bought me like the actual Infinity Gauntlet one year for like my birthday or no, for Christmas. and then like the next day I'm like, oh look, and she goes, you already finished it? I was like, yeah. Like, what do you? And the same thing with this. But then a lot of these too, like a lot of sets, you can find third party lights that go with it. So like there's lights that go with the Infinity Gauntlet, so they light up. And I'm like, it tells you like, take this off. This is how you run it through, blah, blah, blah. And it gives you instructions on how to wire it up. So I definitely want to get that because those are getting dusty, but I want to get the lights and I want to get they have the display boxes. Yeah.
Someone needs lights for the Lego sets. I got you. Christmas is coming up. Just saying.
With it. Yeah. I know they have one with Optimus Prime too, like the light set for Optimus Prime, where like the headlights turn on and shit. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But
all right.
Got it.
Someone's gonna get a surprise package.
Too much money. Brian, what potion did you mix up to get rid of that cold?
Dude, I am a full believer in Dayquil. I drink Dayquil just randomly, like just shots, like all day, every day. That's how I can keep on working. I don't stop. I can be sick as I want to, but shot Dayquil twice a day, keep it going.
Yeah.
That and when I get really sick, I run. I run a lot. I'll instead of doing the mile, I'll do 2.5. Try to run it out. That's what I'm code.
Yeah. All right. Because I already see everyone talking about Gen V and all this other WB stuff. Like Sully said, I love the boys, but haven't watched a second of Gen V. Worth a watch?
Ooh.
I think 2 seasons in. Oh. What do you think? Is Gen V worth it? What do you think, Brandman?
I think only if you're really big into the boys and want to see the going, like, and want to see the universe expanded. I think it's kind of a mandatory watch in that case if you're a big fan of the boys, especially the newest season, because it arguably kind of kind of expands the show as a whole. It kind of extends it. I think it's going to be vital watching for season 5 of The Boys next year, especially the way that it ended.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to, but it certainly doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it.
Is it worth it for you?
I see it. It's very much like the TV shows that Marvel was doing before movies. So if you're going to walk into your next Marvel movie to understand what the hell's going on, you have to watch the TV show. That's why I see The Boys, because it's setting up all the key players. They're going to be key players in the next season of The Boys. That's all it did. It set up all that. If you don't care where these characters came from, and if you could be a fan, like if you didn't care about She-Hulk or Miss Marvel or WandaVision, and if you could not worry about that and watch a movie, enjoy it, then don't watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's worth it. The first season was like not as important not as important to the overall universe. It was just add on, but I think like Brandman said, the second season it kind of plays into the last season of or the upcoming season of The Boys. But I had fun with it.
I don't know if it's going to be all in the season. I think they're only going to matter in the beginning, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to throughout the story. I don't think they're going to matter as much.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just one character could matter, but would it cheapen The Boys if they used them to win?
It's a good question.
Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be an add-on, a patch, but it would cheapen what we watched for the last 4 seasons of The Boys if they are the answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Where you have your group in The Boys, and then if Gen V starts to come in and kind of like
take it over and do things. All the stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to work. I think they're going to be used for a reason, and that's it.
And then that's it. Yeah, I'm curious to see how season 5 is for sure when that comes out. I'm like really, really curious to see how it all ends, what they do with Gen V, like all that stuff. But overall, I thought Gen V I think it's worth a watch. If you enjoy The Boys, I think you'll enjoy Gen V. It's definitely more of the same, kind of thing. I think so. Maybe not as political as The Boys is. Definitely not as political. But the vibes.
That's social change.
Yeah, socially, yeah. There's a lot of social commentary, and it's in growing up. So if you're like in college as a young person in their 20s or something like that.
Yeah. it has an understandably and appropriately different feel to it than The Boys.
Yeah.
The Boys is a lot of social commentary. Like you said,
but more isn't The Boys a little bit more political and less social?
Yeah. Oh no, it's absolutely. It's a little bit of even both, with commercialism, there's some like consumerism aspects in there. Definitely political. That's the number one, of course. But yeah, I think I'm looking for the right words when it comes to Gen V. I don't want to say watered down, because it's definitely not. I think it's just kind of aimed at a different demographic, and it leans into kind of elements that I think that demographic kind of gravitates to, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, because as you're saying that, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's more political, more how that is. Gen V, I saw it more as like how you like self-confidence, self-doubt, self-image. It's a lot of things that like younger kids would focus, like their world would focus more on. And it's more like how I see myself, how others see me. How I see other people. In like cliques and groups and fraternities and shit like that. So yeah,
It's
so you're dealing
college.
with it's college. Yeah, it's college.
It's college.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I don't think The Boys is as polished as the Gen V's as polished
Very
as The
meta.
Boys. I don't think it's as polished. I
Yeah,
think
no, I
The
agree with
Boys
that.
shock
I agree.
value stuff is shocking, but it's very polished. It's part of what's going on.
hmm
Gen V's shock value stuff seems out of place sometimes. Like they're like, I know we need to shock someone, and we're gonna put this in the scene, but it has nothing to do with anything else. Everything with The Boys has something to do. It's a connective tissue with something else that's going on. Stuff in Gen V doesn't always do that.
Yeah, they kind of, especially in the first especially I think in the first season, they did like raunchy things just to do raunchy
Just to
things.
do it.
Yeah. Although there's the one thing that did kind of pay off in this season where the whole time you're like, that's stupid, and then
I still
then it
think that
comes-
part was stupid anyway.
It was stupid, but at least like it played into the story a little bit. But it is very, very stupid. I did not see it coming. I'll say that.
No, man.
Oh, don't need to see exploding penises. Yeah, you get a lot of that, especially in season 1.
Yeah,
especially in season 1. So I don't know if that answered your thing. Kevin said Hollywood is pandering to Trump administration,
which is
We'll see.
weird because Hollywood doesn't do that.
because supposedly season 5 is going to be very relevant to what's going on in America right now.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be. I think season 5 is gonna is season 4 pissed off a lot of people. I think season 5, for at least from what I understand, is gonna be like people are gonna get pissed. So,
Hey, if I'm a company, if you're gonna watch it, I don't care if it's hate watching or love watching, just watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not gonna bankrupt Amazon.
Yeah. But I mean, kind of with that too is like kind of why I don't want Ellison to buy Warner Brothers. The guy who just bought Paramount. I was like, can we
Dude,
not?
the offer is coming through, bro. Offers coming through.
I remind you about the WB conversation. Yep. Figure you want to get into Gen V or you want to get into Warner Brothers right now? So I figure we can go
Let's
either
not
way.
get V out the way.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers could be a little bit dry.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more technical
Mhm.
and more real world. I'm cool. I'm good with Gen V.
Let's get that.
Warner
And also,
Brothers.
we could do it in 15 minutes. Whatever.
Yeah, try not get.
Because Warner
Try
Brothers got
say
some
it.
layers to it, and then we could talk about James Gunn and his reactions and what he's saying. I mean, it got some layers to this whole Warner Brothers thing, man.
Yeah.
You do Warner Brothers, we're gonna be looking at it's midnight. We ain't do Gen V.
That's true. That is true. That might be the best call. Oh man. All right. Back in a few minutes. All right, sounds good. Yeah, let's knock this out. I saw what my mom said. Shots, everybody.
Shots. Hey, that's every day for me, man. Matter of fact, let's go. Shots.
Yeah.
Shots.
Well, I think I don't know if you meant the other shots on why you staying healthy. That's what I assume. And then Kevin, I see you, Kevin, with all the things. We're gonna get into all of them because we're gonna talk about the Star Wars stuff as well.
Man, I'm tired of Kathleen Kennedy.
This has nothing. That's even the worst part. All right, don't get me started because I got a rant on this one because it's not even has to do with Catherine Kennedy, which is insane. It was like we got Star Wars drama that KK is not even involved in, which in itself is also interesting to the point. But I was going off with a coworker, and the coworker's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ranting to the wrong person."
Yeah.
Like, you don't get it.
He's like, so the person said, well, they own the entity. Don't worry, let them do whatever they want. That's not the point. There you
go. All right. Let's talk some Gen V. shit. What was the title of this one? It's not Trojan Horse. It was last week
I
was
feel like
Trojan
it was
Horse.
Trojan Horse.
Was it Trojan Horse?
hmm
Okay. Oh yeah, because the last week was Hell Week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. We're going to talk about Gen V Season 2, Episode 8, Trojan Horse. Might be the end of Gen V. I don't know. We will see where it goes. But as of right now, I think this is the end, unless we get an announcement soon that we get a Season 3. But yeah, we have the finale of Gen V. So yeah, we're going to talk about all spoilers, everything that happens. There's a lot that kind of happens. So if you haven't seen the episode, hit pause, come back, and watch this after you watch that. But yeah, let's start off with Brandman. What you think about this finale episode?
I liked how it wrapped this season up while kind of giving you enough that makes you excited for the future, which in this case is season 5 of The Boys, like we were just kind of touching on a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Thought again, Sean Patrick Thomas's character is he's definitely, he might even be my number one favorite character of this season, because I thought he had a lot of good stuff to work with this time.
Mm-hmm.
It left you wanting more, but didn't leave you feel frustrated either. Looking at you, Peacemaker. But so yeah, actually, probably one of my more favorite episodes of this season entirely, and then just the finale was nuts.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian? What do you think about this episode?
Nothing surprised me. Not one part of the episode surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that in a bad way either. I'm not sitting here trying to say like I should have not know not see what's coming. No, you have to finish up a series possibly, so you have to plan for that. You got to plan for the crossover. They did all that stuff. I mean, they had emotion in it. What you said, Sean Patrick Thomas as polarity. The emotion you have with Andre, the things that are being said, the whole understanding that when you think you listen to everyone else hype you up, how that can ruin your own personality. They did a lot of good things. The whole thing with Godolkin and all that. I think they did a lot of good things, but there was not one part that I did not see coming. Like I could have wrote the script 2 weeks ago, how this is going to end, and I would have been 100% correct.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like everything that happened, it was like, okay, yep. Like nothing surprised me. I was like, oh, yeah, that happened. I knew that was gonna happen. But it didn't take away from it either. It was still like I was glad to see it kind of happen, because a lot of times they'll try to outsmart themselves, or try to outsmart the audience and do something stupid, and you're like,
that wouldn't happen. This is stupid. Why are you doing that?
Again, kind of going back to what Brandman said. I'm looking at you, Peacemaker finale. So yeah, they cool shots. That's funny.
Every day.
Yeah. But yeah, so it just it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in the boys. Definitely. I think the show did what it was supposed to do and kind of get you hyped up for the finale of the boys, and I think it did. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to see Homelander. Because they talked about him so much this season. Especially in that finale. So I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to see him. So get to it. But any parts that like particular were like that stood out, whether good or bad or question mark a little on it for you guys? What do you think, Brian?
Nothing.
I got one.
Yeah, I like the way it ended. I just that made me really more excited to see if something's going to happen between now and the boys, or something's going to happen during the boys. So yeah, that was cool to see.
Yeah, the ending with it.
I just, once again, with nothing surprising me. I will say Polarity staying at the school is interesting to me. Given an opportunity to give you a season 3, so they left him there. So if people actually went and watched it, you get a season 3. Okay, which will be crazy because that school had to go through a lot, and then you call it Godolkin still. What's going to be the what's going to happen? Are they going to change the name? Are they going to change the story like they did in season 1? So that kind of is interesting in itself. The self-realization by Marie was fine. It was too quick for my liking. Like the change in her was too quick. Like, I'm gonna attack them to save them. What happened so fast, and then her changing back happened so fast again. Like, I feel like that's something that happens over multiple episodes, but because you only have 8 episodes, you had to make it happen like that, and it felt rushed a little bit. Not the show, but just her changing the one thing and changing back to another within 6 hours. Like it didn't seem like it would really happen that way, especially to college kids who think everything they do is right. It doesn't. That didn't make sense. And then for her to say what she's going to do before, what she's gonna say, like, no, I'm never going to heal you. And like 3 hours later, let me heal you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, they jumped a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely see that. It just, I mean, I think 2 more episodes, I think would have helped. At least 1 more episode, I think would have maybe fleshed out, Marie a lot, because she's the main character, and her dealing with everything she's dealing with, because like her and Jordan at the end was such a blink and you miss it kind of thing. When Jordan was like, oh yeah, we're not a couple, we can never be a couple, we're just gonna be friends. And it was like, I felt like that should have been dove into a little bit deeper, stuff like that.
You can say the same thing with Emma and
oh yeah, 100% with Emma.
Like, like what she's between these two boys, but one boy is staying. Like, what's really going on with that? Like, it's just seemed very quick.
Yeah. But even like Sister Sage in this, especially in this season, it was like, I never got like why Godolkin. You know what I mean? Like, I like, part of me is like, I understand it's he has the plan of what he wants to do and all that stuff, but it never like, I was like, right? Yeah, like, so like he has a plan in this, but his plan was very more the school first, and then I'll deal with everything else. Where she's like, we got bigger fish to fry, and he's, and so it felt very
that she's really in love, that she was really in love with him, and that's all it was.
Maybe
that's why she's so afraid of Homelander coming in and finding out what's going on, and having a point where he can like hurt her because she actually has emotional ties to somebody.
Yeah, she actually cares for somebody or some, so maybe, because she even did like, he told her, he's like, oh, you're vulnerable right now, and that's a turn off, and as much as I think he was joking, I think he was also kind of serious too.
Yep. You don't say things unless it has a little hint of seriousness.
Yeah, especially something like that, but it felt very out of character for Sister Sage, unless, like you said, unless she really has feelings for him, like really loves him, so makes you do a little bit, out of character things and stuff like that. But
she's
for her being so smart
over herself, she always knows how protective she needs to be, and she reads people really well. So for her to totally miss that reading of things is crazy to me.
Yeah. It was. I saw somebody else talking about her specifically, and it was like you got a problem with trusting people, man. Because last season of The Boys, she was kind of trusted Homelander, and he screwed her over.
It seemed like she was playing him the entire time. Like, she had the plan, but this didn't seem that way. Like, she really was like, let's go run away with him. Let's get rid of Homelander and let's go run away. Like,
Mhm.
and he was like, nah, about the school. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not about that life.
Yeah. Which is so like as a villain, I see why he wants to do what he wants to do because
He's gonna do
it
his
should,
lecture. I'm gonna tell you everything about my evil plan and tell you how feeble you guys are.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's see what Tony said. Tony said, I think she fell from him because he was an intellect like her. That too. That too.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, because she's someone who's always been not being able to trust people. So for someone that she could finally trust, you know, because he's much like a lot like her, unassuming, using the brain, planning for years. But I think it's one of those things that also don't ever meet your idols.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I mean, it was just interesting for her, and I'm curious to see what happens in the next season of The Boys with her. You know, because like, how is this going to affect her? Is she going to be just completely cut off and cold blooded? Even more so. But I don't know. She's an interesting one for sure. I don't think they finished her after what happened. You know, in the fight scene.
She literally did the Homer Simpson like.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Phase in with the bush. What's up, Steve?
Shout out to Steve being a member for a month. Appreciate that, Steve. Yeah. So yeah, her was an interesting kind of thing that I didn't mind her in the season. It was very interesting. It played well with Godolkin, you know, but then Godolkin himself was just, I felt like we needed more time with him. Like I really, really feel like we needed at least 2 more episodes this season, you know, to really set up, because we just got Godolkin.
So and then he's all that time to get him. Then he got defeated that easy.
Yeah, that quick in it. Yeah.
So he's been that body planning for years, for decades. He's 100 years old. And he got beat in 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah,
for intellect.
Yeah, for this like genius dude who can like control minds and everything. It's just
who created them. That's like it's literally like an X-Men beating Apocalypse with like a with nothing. You know,
yeah,
with Beast by himself just beating Apocalypse. Like, bro, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen in the day.
Yeah, and just the way it happened, I thought was entertaining enough, you know, where they hid in the guy's pocket dimension. Say that.
I thought that was the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. I was like, come on.
It was stupid. It was stupid. I did not see it come, because when the dude came into the fight where he said he didn't want to do it because he thought it was sketchy. So I'm like, okay, so he's not stupid. But then he shows up and I'm like, why is he? I'm like, I wonder why. And I completely forgot his power, you know, and then you know, the way it went down, I was like, was cool, but it was just the dumbest. It's the dumbest thing, man.
While watching it, I said one thing. I was literally, I stopped there. I said this.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because it's so stupid. I forgot about it, you know, because it's, you know, because it was a joke throughout the rest of the season. It was really stupid. Mama Bear just flat out. They hid in his booty. The episode brought to you by the letter K and
Y. But it wasn't inside because it was a pocket dimension that's in like his anus, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So you're not inside of him. You're just inside of the dimension that just so happens to be the portal, or the entrance of it is his butt.
It had to be something because he looked like he was uncomfortable. So
yeah. He definitely feels it. But it's weird. It was weird, you know. And then Bushmaster came back again.
But you had to use her. You couldn't use a rope.
Something that's stronger. Somebody hold. you had Sam there. Sam couldn't hold him down. You know what I mean? Like, no, Bushmaster she had to use her powers. It's just like,
Unbelievable. I'm like, really, guys,
oh,
this is what we're doing?
oh my god. Yeah. Exciting time. What's up? Yeah, KNY.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, you know, and like kind of what you were saying before, you know, the review, where a lot of times this show does this like raunchiness just because it can. And I felt that was kind of like they could have figured out other ways, but like that being, yeah, it was just that being the thing was like, yeah,
Sam could burst through walls. People can't stop him. You couldn't find now another person, another character on campus that's like Mr. Fantastic, like a plastic man that could wrap his body around him. None of that made more sense. Bushmaster, let's go.
Bushmaster. Yeah. Still the best name for that character, you know, like, but still, like it was, you know, but the chameleon thing was interesting. I didn't hate that. I was like, okay. But also I feel like as a genius, he would have been more ready for it.
As a genius, I thought he'll be smarter.
Yeah. 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 It felt like once he got back into his body, he relaxed too easy, which now I'm thinking about it, that is kind of interesting because remember Sister Sage, when she saw Polarity and saw that he was cured, and he's like, oh, you were stronger when you were sick because you had something to fight for. You had something to prove. And it's kind of like Godolkin too. Like, hey, you were stronger when you were using puppets, you know, to live.
You had to watch out for yourself. You had to protect yourself. So you were being thoughtful, and you made a plan and you went with it. You didn't just go off and doing things on your own. That's interesting.
So that is kind of like if you tie it together like that. But yeah, he was kind of like not as ready as he thought he was. You know, maybe it was you know, him being over I don't want to say not being humble enough where he thinks he can just control whatever and do whatever, you know. But I did like that part where she said we all beat you, even the stupid heroes. So it's like, okay,
I guess, but I was like, there's no reason how that should work.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You got anything else you want to talk about the actual ending?
Yeah,
how it sets it up.
Talk about the ending, and then I want, because I want to talk about the whole, you know, Starlight and A-Train and how that connects to all of it. And then where is Stan Edgar?
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting that he was missing and they couldn't find a way to get back to him. Where is he?
Talk about a man with a plan all the time. Yep.
So I'm interested that he didn't try to grab Godolkin. You would have thought he would try to grab the Godolkin and use it from his own interest. Control him the way he manipulated everybody else. So
yeah, because Stan Edgar is definitely a dude that is usually like 5 steps ahead, you know. You know, so you know, and always has like a plan for a backup and a backup of that plan, and like he's always ready. So yeah, you know, because his whole thing changed. Was it last episode? I think when he found out that Godolkin was alive, it was just like he's like, oh, well, this changes everything.
And that was a string that was not tied up to a neat little knot. But that's okay if you only had Stan there to remind you that he's around for season 5 of The Boys.
Yeah, very much. So, but that was interesting. And then the whole finale of they're trying to figure out what to do, and then you know, Starlight, you know, comes by and invites him.
She looks so bad. Every time I look at her, I'm like, why would you do that to your face?
I know all the plastic surgery she did.
Like, you were already great looking.
Yeah, she was pretty. She was super pretty, and then she got a lot of like work done.
I need to fix
Recently.
something. Just say no.
Yeah. That's the Hollywood kind of thing. But what's up, Ty?
What up, Ty?
But yeah, so she shows up and kind of like I like how she admits she was like also played. She goes, "Oh, yep, I was played too," because that's like the difference between her and like somebody like Butcher, where Butcher is like never wrong kind of thing, and when he is wrong, he's like, "Oh, F
It was
you,"
all part
and
of
he
the
just
plan. It was
yeah,
you're the
yeah.
dummy. It would have worked if it wasn't for you.
Yeah. So she admits like, yeah, we're all being played, with the whole Odessa thing, and pretty much invites them into her group.
The resistance here, like, well,
the
we already
resistance.
have a resistance.
Yeah. It's like that's what this whole show was about. But I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah.
And the A-Train comes running out of nowhere.
Mhm.
I'm here. It's my
Yeah.
cameo.
Yeah, a little cameo. But I like seeing A-Train because then it really like solidifies like, okay, he's with
He's part
Starlight.
of resistance. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So that kind of sets that up with them, all the Gen V, all of the Gen V people that we know are going to be part of The Boys season 5.
Well,
So.
and the last thing I want to talk about was kind of what we were talking about earlier. There's no way Marie is the way you beat Homelander, right? You can't let someone from Gen V be the answer when you have 4 seasons of The Boys, all setting up to this one point, and then all of a sudden, she's the answer. So you didn't need any of these people from The Boys. We didn't need the season of The Boys. We should have just already just had them. Just with them and got her, and we all knew about Odessa because Godolkin really started all that stuff, or Cypher started all that stuff back then. So what was the point? And you don't want to get to the point where when you're asking, what was the point of me watching the other 4 seasons?
Yeah, because the whole thing you want Butcher versus Homelander. Like you've been setting that up since season 1. You always tiptoed around it. Sometimes it got really close. They're like sitting at the same table talking about shit. So it's like that's the finale you want. But now you have Marie, who is being told she's the chosen one. She was believing the hype, not believing the hype, and then after the whole Godolkin thing, she knows she got some power now. Like I guess they didn't even really explain that too much, but I guess Godolkin, awoken her next level.
Something.
Yeah.
I'm hoping what happens is that Soldier Boy becomes a problem and then they have to send them out.
Ooh, I like that.
So instead of her being there, she finds out that she cannot beat Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, so we have that happening instead. So she goes up to Soldier Boy, and then they have to figure out to come together to beat Homelander. At least that could be a side story and work a little bit better.
Yeah. I like that.
Same.
Yeah, because then they're off doing their thing, and that can set up the prequel show that they want to do with Soldier Boy. And meanwhile, you still get Butcher versus Homelander. So yeah, and I think this episode, because you have what's his name, Black Noir shows up, and he's a fan of Polarity, which is awesome. So he's like talking about like all the issues that he has with the movies and stuff like that. Super meta, I thought that was kind of like funny.
Great.
Yeah, but it proves that like, okay, the show is not gonna go the same route as the comic book.
100%. 100%.
This is like, hey, don't forget.
Well, we already know Black Noir is actually a black guy.
Yeah, I like he bowed to him at the end too. That was funny.
No, that's not going to be
a
Homelander clone. It's not happening.
Clone. Yeah, we're not going to get that. Like, kind of. It was cool for the comic book. It doesn't make sense for the show. To have this weird clone. That. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but. Yeah, I don't want Marie to fight Homelander. I want Marie to figure out she can't fight Homelander and let Butcher do his thing. So, what about you, Brad, man? Anything you want to see with these characters in the next season of The Boys?
See how the resistance or whatever they called it at the end, who else is in it, what they will have been doing,
Mhm.
and really just how it's going to culminate in that regard. I think I want to. It'll be cool to see these characters alongside, characters like Starlight and A Train and other characters that we're familiar with.
Mhm.
I think that's what I'm really looking forward to with the way this one ended, with the
Yeah.
way it played out and the way it ended.
Yeah, for sure. But unless you guys got anything else, man, it's kind of
That's it.
yeah. Were you guys satisfied with this episode as an ending?
It's fine.
I was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like I said, it was good. It was fine, but but it's not a real ending, you know what I mean? Like it ended all the story that it needed to do, that it told, which is what should happen, Peacemaker,
Mhm.
and it's set up going forward into what's going to happen next. So, it was okay as a finale, as a potential series finale for Gen V. I kind of want a season 3, but
if no one watches it doesn't matter.
that's part of the problem. Yep.
So
But
you guys,
yeah,
if you're
it's on
looking at this
you.
right now, I need you to go watch some of this stuff, because if we don't get the numbers, we won't get season 3. I think that'll be interesting to see what happens after The Boys season 5, where they go with Gen V. So,
Mhm.
I mean, instead of doing a spinoff, we can have something that actually makes a little sense. So, yeah, go watch it, go check it out, see if you like it.
Yep. But we'll leave that there. But we want to hear from you guys. So if you watched the finale, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Any theories that you want to see happen in season 5 of The Boys? So yeah, let us know down in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there. We appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us, and talk Gen V season 2. Make sure you guys come and join us when The Boys comes out, because we are definitely talking about The Boys as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, yep. So, but if you are in the live chat, stick around, because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. All right. Oh man,
Oh, you still there?
wow.
You good?
Trying to use this little. Well, this is a teleprompter. That's not what I want, but
Mhm.
well, because you see, they have the a teleprompter now for
Yep.
StreamYard.
Because I saw that and I was thinking about that
I don't know how
later.
it
I was
works.
like, oh man,
Can you guys see that?
No, it's only for you.
No.
So mine
Okay.
is only for me.
Okay, because the notes, I can type stuff in the notes, try to get timestamps and stuff like that. But
I can't see it. I can still see yours.
okay, but if I do like teleprompter, nothing pops up on your screen.
No.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Let's see. I saw Acres of Movies coming in, hanging out. Arnold Return, Kindergarten Legacy sequel. Nah, he's too old, man.
Yeah.
Drag Me to Hell. Drag Me to Hell is a must watch every Halloween.
Came out, man. I remember that came out.
Yeah, it's so corny. It's awesome.
It's very Raimi.
Yes, very Raimi.
I think yeah, if you're a Raimi fan, absolutely,
Mhm.
you could even kind of see it existing in the Evil Dead universe to an extent.
Oh, 100%. Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Evil Dead Burn, I think just
finished filming.
Just finished. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and Acres, that part of the channel. I appreciate Acres.
I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
you coming in.
Akers.
Maurice, every time he goes off camera, he covers her up more. Soon he's gonna be in the scarf.
We're getting towards that cooler season. Bundle up,
Yeah. Exactly.
space heaters and fireplace and all that.
Oh man. Meanwhile, I'm down in the basement.
Yeah,
It's
I'm in the
always-
basement too. Cool.
It's always the perfect temperature in the basement. I don't know like how your basement is, Brian, but like it's
That's because you. Well, guys, you don't know this about Tank. Tank likes it cold. He doesn't
Oh,
want to
hell yeah.
sweat. He wants everything really cold. So why he says it's always a good temperature, because wherever it is in the basement, it's always 4 degrees lower than it is in the house. So when he goes down, he's like, oh man, this is perfect. It's because it's 4 degrees colder. So in the wintertime, when it's like 45 degrees, he's like, oh, this is nice and perfect. Everyone else will be sitting there like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I do got a space heater right here just in case.
drastic
But,
measures,
yeah.
guys. Drastic
Yeah, that's
measures.
when it's really, really cold. Collector, appreciate you, man, with dropping the super chat of 99 cents. You were awesome,
Definitely
man. Thank you so
appreciate it, man.
much.
Thank you.
Let me get you one of these.
Hello, rich people. Troy's joining you. Yes, I'll hold.
I've been watching. Me and Eric have been watching Community again.
Uh-huh.
The show's so good, man. Show's so good. But appreciate it.
Let's talk about this Warner Brothers stuff, man, because it's
a lot.
Yeah, because I was trying to catch up a little bit on it before we jumped on, but no such luck. So this is going to be me being brought up to speed,
kind of catching up to speed too.
catching up. Yeah. So let's get into that because I'm trying to get a handle on what's going on.
Mom, you're falling behind.
Yeah, step up your game over here. I myself.
It's a slow Thursday. It's a slow Thursday, man.
I'm typically the object of the objectification. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Collector, I did wind up watching what he said about Warner Brothers, and I think I agree with mostly everything. I just don't. I don't want Ellison to buy. I don't want, but which is where we're gonna get into that right now because somebody's gonna buy him. Somebody's gonna buy him. All right, let's talk Warner Brothers. So I'll just set it up real quick, and then I won't set up everything. I'll just kind of set up the main things, and then we'll jump into it. Because then there's the whole DC part of it. I figure we'll start off talking about like the main stuff. John Campea and his van tour is amazing. That's what Aker said. He was in Chicago area a few weeks ago. It was at the Barrington, which I've been to the AMCU a few times. It's an okay one. It's not bad. It's kind of tiny. All right, let's talk Warner Brothers. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. We're gonna talk about this whole Warner Brothers deal because was it Monday? I think we were talking, and Mama Bear's like, "Oh, they're gonna sell," and I'm like, "Well, they're not officially for sale yet." And then like the next day, they're like, they put out a letter, and they're like, "We are officially for sale, whether it be the whole company or for parts." So So it's not a matter of if Warner Brothers is going to sell; it is a matter of to who at this point.
Yeah,
who's gonna get it? So some of the things that we know so far is Paramount Skydance made 3 offers and were denied. Right, that's where
the last one was what, $24
a share.
No, it's $25. The last one was $24 a share that was denied, and he's planning to go above $25. But the news from Warner Brothers is actually surging at 11%. So now the actual stock price of it is now $20.53.
Even more. Yeah.
So that number at 24 sounded good, but you're raising the price. You're actually hurting yourself by acknowledging or announcing these actual offers.
Yeah. Well, even collectors like, did you hear about the offer that was made today? Unless it was in the last couple hours, I haven't heard anything yet. So let us know.
It's the $24 now. $24.
Was that it? Okay. Yeah, that's the one I heard. So that's just from Paramount / Skydance, which is owned by Ellison. Then now we have we already know about Paramount, Netflix, and Comcast wanting to buy it, but now it's official that Apple and Amazon are also in the running. They have showed interest in it. So now we have 5 companies that all
So
want
now
it.
we have the top 5 people, the richest people in the world.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
part of this.
I think Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world. As
It is the biggest company in the world. It's
the
a $1 trillion
company,
company.
Yep. Jesus Christ. Paramount, who's owned by Ellison, which is the second richest man in the world. Amazon, which is owned by Bezos, which I believe he's the third,
Fourth. I
fourth,
think it's
somewhere on there. I know after his divorce, he it dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
Still,
Hey,
can
I lost
buy
120
everything.
billion, so now I still only got 200 billion. So
Yeah,
it sucks.
Yeah. So and then you got Netflix, and then you got Comcast, which is Comcast, Universal, NBC. That's all under the same banner. It's pretty much everyone except for Disney at this point. So yeah, so those are your players right now. And then as of today, Brian, you said how much they're offering, at least Paramount is also offering Zaslav to be the co-CEO and co-chairman.
Mhm.
If Paramount buys out, and it's not like, oh, you remain the CEO of Warner Brothers. He will be the co-CEO and co-chairman of all of it. You're talking about Skydance, Paramount, Warner Brothers, Discovery. He'll be adding more to that belt. So that's huge, for him as a CEO. I don't know. I don't know how much power that plays into it, because once you start talking about money, you start dealing with your shareholders.
Mhm.
Because if Netflix comes out with a bigger price, but Paramount's like, well, we'll give you this and you could be CEO. I don't know if they can avoid the bigger price, or the
Here's
bigger
the thing,
offer, I should say.
I saw a Bloomberg report
Mhm.
that added context, because there's multiple bids below $30 a share that were rejected by Warner Brothers.
Mhm.
So what they're trying to say is right now, Warner Brothers is going for $30 a share. So if someone steps up to the plate and offers $30 a share, it'll be sold.
100%.
The thing is, every time we do a price increase for the shares that are increased, it's raising the price. It's raising the share price. So like,
Mhm.
it's possible that someone says $27 a share, right, tomorrow, right? And then the shares go up to $22.
Yeah.
So that would have been the same difference as accepting the price at $24 a share for when it was 18. So like, it's crazy what's going on. So it's just, as you are raising your price, the whole thing is going up. So you're really not getting a big difference.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look up, because I know you said it before. How many shares of Warner Brothers are there? 2.48
So
billion shares.
So they basically rejected a $60 billion buyout offer for Paramount.
Mhm.
Board rejected a nearly $60 billion buyout offer from Paramount. That's the per share
Which
value,
makes sense.
and that's just under $24.
Yeah. Which makes sense, because I believe what bank? Well, there's a bank that assessed Warner Brothers, and they said right now it's about $75 billion. That's what it's worth right now. It's 74,
Really, I
75.
thought it would be 66. I thought that's what it was, but 74. Okay.
That's what it was from, was it Deadline or something like that. But that's whatever bank assessed it, and that's what it's worth. So 60 is still even too low for them, which is crazy, because they bought it for 43, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
here's the thing. And I was reading this. Is that anybody that did assume Warner Brothers will also assume the $35 billion they
Yep.
have in debt.
Yeah.
So, understand that's why things are under $30 a share, because you're going to get $35 billion in debt that you're putting on. So it's whatever your price. So if I sell it to you for $70 billion, I'm really paying $105 billion, because I'm taking that debt on too.
Yeah. And then again, you have to look at who can afford that. Ellison can afford that. Bezos can afford that. Apple can afford that. So you have that, but also the only one that I know that wants the whole package is Paramount and Skydance. They're the only ones that want the whole package, from what I read. Where Apple only wants the movie studio. They only want Warner Brothers. They don't care about the Discovery bullshit. They don't care about HBO. They just, well, I mean, HBO is part of Warner Brothers, but they don't care about all the TV side. They want the movie studio part of it, which is Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
But
so
Apple
Netflix
wants
and
them.
Comcast only want parts of it. They want to split all of the company up.
Yeah. So the only one that wants all of it is Paramount. Which is also plays into a big role. But if kind of what we were talking about last week, if you're able to get 40 billion from DC, and then another like 20 billion, or just say, I don't know, what, 30 billion from just Discovery, that's already 70 billion. And then you can still sell the Warner Brothers to somebody else for another like 50
the issue is anyone going to take the $35 billion in debt?
That's
so so that's the thing. So you can sell those pieces and let's say it all equals all these pieces, it equals $95 billion. But you got to pay your $35 billion in debt. That'll be the same thing as this offer right now for $60 billion.
Yeah. But if the company gets split, how does the debt get split? Like, is the debt that detailed where like this branch, like it's already like the debt is already split into all the possible branches?
Most likely what you're doing, if you're buying the thing and you're not accepting the debt, you're telling the company that you have to purchase, you have to hold on to your own debt. And I'm just buying the company. You can't assume that they're going to assume the debt. Assumption of the debt is a part of the deal.
Yeah. But
so I'm reading right now for them all orders. They would not be getting the entire portfolio. If they split, each company proposal will have to assess the offer, and then the debt will be given to the Warner Brothers to pay before it can be finalized.
So whoever has the Warner Brothers side of it,
will have to take the debt. But
okay,
what they were wanting to do is still structural in a way that they don't have to pay that $35 billion.
Yeah, they're always going to try to get out of it, which would make sense why you would attach the debt to the company everybody really wants. You know what I mean? No one's looking for just the the TV side of shit. No one's looking for that. DC. I think obviously like Netflix will be interested in DC. Pretty much all the companies would be interested in just DC. And everyone is interested in just Warner Brothers. Where they split even that up. Like I don't even think they split that up, because if you buy Warner Brothers, I'm pretty sure
you get DC.
DC's part of it. Yeah. It would be more like Netflix coming in and like, hey, we want just DC studios. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure for the right price.
Because what Netflix is doing right now, it seems like they're putting a lot more things in theaters. They're testing things. Even this Stranger Things season 5, the finale is now going to be in theaters.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Slightly off topic. Is anyone going to go see that in the theater?
Right now, I don't know. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. It's a very big movie day for my family. Is it possible that we go see Stranger Things? It is.
Yeah.
And if Netflix is starting to think that way, and they're thinking maybe we'll let Warner Brothers stay Warner Brothers, but we're going to own it, and that'll be our way to get into the theater. Anything we're going to do through theaters, we're going to do through Warner Brothers. So I'm just saying, there's a lot more players. There's Apple that got more money than God. Like literally, they have more countries which they had Apple money.
Yeah.
So they could do whatever they want to do, and they have the content. And if they have Warner Brothers behind it, that could be interesting for them. So I'm just saying, like, when you really start to break these things down, it could be really interesting. And I don't want Paramount to get it, but it seems like they're the most likely suitor.
They're the most likely. Yeah. But honestly, I want Apple to get it the most. I think they would take care of it the most out of everybody, because Netflix, as they are trying to deal with, trying to get out to the movie theaters, I don't know if they're they're the company that will stand behind movie theaters. Maybe Warner Brothers is the thing that changes it. I don't know. I don't really trust them. I don't like Ellison in general. I think he's a horrible person. For many reasons. And I just don't want him to own more of our shit. He's already buying TikTok. He already owns all your data. And now he's going to turn TikTok into like a tracking, service, so, he already owns Paramount. There's a lot of stuff changing over there that I don't like. CBS is going to turn into a shithole, I think.
You said,
I don't
said
trust
CBS, or I heard, when you said CBS, I heard Fox too. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
I think you said Fox too.
Fox Junior, Fox
Junior. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's you did.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of him wanting to get it, but he's the one with the cash, like legit cash, with it. So he's most likely would buy it, and I was watching the John Campea thing today, him talking about it, and I guess John Campea said he knows somebody, that's involved in it, and his insider had told him that Ellison is hell-bent on buying Warner Brothers. So if you hear that and the guy has the money to back it, and if he's hell-bent on buying it, he's probably gonna get it. Rich people get what they want.
Always.
Yeah.
So just on another side of the coin, I want to talk about the James Gunn stuff. So James Gunn is speaking about.
Before you get into that, real quick, I want to get in some of the comments before we get into the James Gunn, because we are like a bunch of comments. I'm not gonna read them all, but I'll probably go over through some of the bigger ones. Like Collector said, I don't want Netflix to buy it because of the catastrophic movie industry. Netflix refused to put movies in theaters. Yeah, but like I said, that might change. Who knows?
It'll change. It'll be the Warner Brothers entity could put things through theaters. Every time they want to do something through theater, Warner Brothers. Yeah.
If they want a big movie, Warner Brothers. So it could be their reason to do it. You're literally buying their lot too. It's not just the studio. You're buying the Warner Brothers lot, which is one of the most historical lots in Hollywood. So, but yeah, Akers said, what would you pay for Food Network separately? Just the Food Network? $6 billion. That's way too much for Food Network.
As long as I don't have to do any debt, I want no debt about it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if they want to sell just the Food Network, Guy Fieri I'm sure he would offer that. Dude pretty much owns that network anyway.
I have a friend who actually is going to be part of a show on the Food Network. They just called him last week. So they're coming up with 2 new shows.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Really?
That's awesome. That's cool. And also, I'm not knocking Guy Fieri. He's a really good guy. Like, he's a super stand-up guy, and he took care of a lot of businesses during COVID. So,
no, Guy Fieri's cool.
Yeah. He just looks like a D-bag. Stupid.
Stupid thing. That was my, that was my initial thought until I started like watching and paying attention to him. I'm like, oh, he's all right. He's an all right guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The prize money he pays himself.
Wait, oh, like it comes out of his pocket.
You win the show, he pays out himself.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah. Let's see. Mama Bear said Netflix is making deals with theater companies. Yeah, they're getting into it. They're getting into it. That Glass Onion's coming out. They put movies in theaters for like a week. Mama Bear. But again, like that might change it. And we got Nanette. What's up, Nanette?
Hey, Nanette, how you doing?
Yeah. K-pop Demon Hunters, Frankenstein, both are limited theater releases. Yeah, K-pop didn't even do AMC because AMC didn't want to work with them because of the issue of Netflix and that. But I know AMC is working with them for Frankenstein, I think.
Yeah, Frankenstein. I haven't seen it in many AMC theaters. Actually, I have not. So I was looking through it. I have not seen a lot of AMC theaters with Frankenstein.
Yeah, but I know with the Stranger Things that you talked about, I know they're working with them with that for sure. Yeah. That I heard that. The Frankenstein, yeah, I got to double check. But I'll buy it. That's what Akers said. Yeah.
So
So Akers saying the debt would be divided, but what you just read is It's basically gonna be attached to Warner Brothers.
Exactly.
Yeah, which makes sense because that's the main thing what people want. So obviously you would attach the baggage
Well,
to the
also
thing that
most
everyone
of
wants.
that accrued is from Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Because when Discovery came in and bought it, all that debt was already there with Warner Brothers. So might as well keep it there. The Remember said they're splitting the company to put the debt into the TV side, which we covered now. I said they won't, because then that's Discovery, and we're like, whoa, that's not our debt.
So they said Bloomberg reports Netflix and Comcast are waiting for the bar. Blah blah blah. The strategic review keeps the mid 2026 split on the table, which means the next phase will involve full company proposals or targeted assets offering from Warner Brothers Studios, the network's portfolio, depending on the regulatory and financial realities. Most things would come through Warner Brothers.
So most of it would be with Warner Brothers. Then?
Yeah,
come through. Yeah, Apple is a likely suit. Apple is the one I want, but I don't think it's going to happen. Netflix has 53 Warner Brothers content on the site already. It's high. It's highest of the bidders. Yeah.
They only want that. They only want that content. They don't want the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I said Paramount won't be able to afford the Warner Brother once. Also, Walter Hamada, the main man behind the Justice League, is at Paramount. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I mean, Zaslav will be in charge.
Paramount will be up for whatever because they have a douchebag who has a lot of money behind them.
The second richest man in the world.
Yeah,
because it's also Paramount, but Paramount just got bought out by Skydance. So we're saying Paramount just because more people know Paramount over Skydance, and even then it's still Ellison. It's him that wants it. But then you offer that to Zaslav, and he would still be in charge. He will be in charge over Hamada.
He pushes to the board though. That's what he does.
Co-CEO and co-chairman. That's a lot of power for a dude that was just doing. Can you imagine going from just Discovery? You went from Discovery to Warner Brothers, and now you're owning all of that. That if you go to Paramount, now you're controlling Paramount, Skydance, Warner Brothers, Discovery, like all of it. You're co-owning it or running it, I should say. That's a lot. Let's see. I wish you came in a little earlier, confused about all this. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of like I got a tab open here trying to read up on it myself, and it's a ton. It's a ton. So
whenever you're dealing with like mergers and recently acquired mergers, because the whole Warner Brothers Discovery is not that long ago, and then you have everything else. So he said, I feel Netflix would cheapen the Warner Brothers if they got it. I mean, that's what like a lot of people are
saying. I agree. Netflix is the very last or the very last ones that I'd want picking it up. They're so wishy-washy, and with how they constantly drop let's face it, they've dropped a lot of good content, and they've picked up and then they've let go of good content. Not they're just too all over the place for me.
Netflix hardly has they hardly have a long-term plan.
That's because it's shocking that they're still around. They're like, hey, we made a good decision. We're still here. Who knew we're going to be able to do this?
Yeah, because it's constantly new stuff. It's like here's a new show, and it's just boom, 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 and so there's always something new. There's always something to watch on Netflix, and then you get something like Stranger Things, and then they drag it out like all hell, and it has killer ratings.
It does.
Zaslav has done a bang up job for Warner Bros. So far. I mean, I don't know if you're being like facetious or not, but he has. Remember, this company was.
Remember how much in debt they were?
They got bought out by AT&T for $43 billion, and now we're saying it's worth $75 billion. in those few years. You know, I don't agree with that, what a lot of Zaslav did. I don't like what he did with the Cartoon Network stuff. I don't like what he did with Batgirl. And there's a lot of stuff. But, you know, that's kind of like being an asshole boss. You know, usually an asshole boss
This
makes unfavorable
decent,
decisions.
but might be a decent businessman, and he's doing what
That's
for the shareholders. He's making money for them. So that kind of where we're at.
Yeah. So like as a creative person, I don't really agree with what he's done creatively, but for the business wise, I mean, if I had Warner Brothers stock, I would be happy, but I don't. All right. I'll save that. We'll get back into all that, but let's get into the part where we kind of are more interested about is the whole DC side of it, you know? So I don't know, you want to bring that up, Brian?
No, I mean, yes. So we were reading about James Gunn. So James Gunn had an interview, and basically during the interview, they talked about what happens when Warner Brothers gets sold. And James Gunn has not been talking about this. He's been very against saying words about what's happening with the Warner Brothers and behind the scenes, but he admitted there's a chance that he would not be running DC if Warner Brothers gets sold. That is a real possibility, and he recognizes that. Is it possible that we lose all the stuff that we have from Warner Brothers? What do you guys think about what he said?
You want to go, Brian, man, or you want to hold off?
Hold off. I'm going to hold off because
Okay.
I'm trying to process that question.
Yeah.
Sure, as best as I can.
Yeah, because I put like a quote from whatever thing he did it, and somebody had asked him about the future of the DCU, and he said something about like that he does have a significant plan for DC, after Man of Tomorrow, after Clayface and Supergirl and this and that, and he said so now whether or not there'll be me that's able to fulfill that promise, and he laughs, depends on a lot of things in life, but yeah, and he was referring to and then blah blah blah, said if I stay, that was a big thing. He goes, if I stay, like, so he already said like understands it, but so like, I mean, and what else are you gonna do, in his position? It's like, well, as of right now,
against talking about it, like he has not wanted to bring this up. This is the first time I've seen him actually mention this at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fairly new, and then especially now where it's like legit, because this is that's from like earlier this week, maybe last week. This quote, or when he was asked about future projects, and he's like, "Yeah, I got a future, but it depends if I stay." And that's I don't know what else to do. Like, you're kind of stuck, I'm just like, well, this is where I'm at. I'm in charge right now. I'm gonna keep going with my plan until I'm told not to. I mean, that's just the only option you really have, so at least it's on his mind. He knows it's a possibility.
That it may kind of make sense though. I mean, because what Warner Brothers did when James Gunn took over for DC, they really marketed it by just James Gunn. Come see the new DC, James Gunn, because we're not going to talk about we don't have any superstars with these movies that are coming out. We can like David Cornswell as much as we want to be blue in the face, but he is not a superstar. He's not someone who's going to move the needle. But James Gunn's name will move the needle. So they put all their eggs in the James Gunn basket. So if you're buying Warner Brothers and you don't want to have the Warner Brothers idea or logo or any of that stuff right now, you want to change the way it's being looked at, you got to get rid of James Gunn. That's just the way it works. And I just don't see him being there if Paramount grabs it. If Paramount buys Warner Brothers, James Gunn is probably going to be out.
I don't think so, because I don't want to say it for sure one way or another, but if Zaslav stays on as co-CEO and co-chairman, I mean, she still has a lot of power. He's the one that made that decision to have James Gunn. Well, he made the decision to make DC in its own studio and to give it to who is it? James Gunn and the other dude, Peter Safran. You know, I would assume Zaslav would stick with that decision. He's like, you know, unless Ellison comes in and is like, no, I really want to get rid of it. You know, that would be the only thing. You know,
Let me read this quote.
Mhm.
It says, report says on the site, while it's been reported that Skydance is eyeing the purchase of Warner Brothers WBD, I'm being told that Universal is still in the mix. I know they've been eyeing WBD for years. What I'm being told is that David Ellison if David Ellison buys Warner Brothers Discovery, is that James Gunn will be out. David Ellison's father is billionaire David Ellison is close to President Donald Trump,
Mm.
who wants that to happen.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that is very true.
I'm just saying.
And, yeah.
If Skydance buys it, I don't think James Gunn stays.
Yeah.
And you know what? And if that happens, I don't know if I want to deal with it at all. I don't know if I want to deal with Warner Brothers anymore.
Yeah. If
I'm not
James
even a James Gunn
Gunn
fan. I'm not even a James Gunn fan. I just don't want him to be out because of those reasons.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I'm liking so far the DCU. I'm not saying it's like the greatest thing ever, but I'm so curious to see where it can go. But if James Gunn is out, then if he's gone, I think they're done with the universe. I really think
long movies.
This Superman and a few sequels, Batman and a few sequels. You know, maybe you might get a Batman Superman movie. That's about it. I don't think you're gonna do a universe anymore. You know. And then also I was thinking right now, what if they buy Warner Brothers Discovery, but then they sell off like DC to Universal? Just saying. Like would Universal come in as like, hey, we just want this. We just want the comic book characters.
I don't know if you'll do that because the amount of money that you lose. Because remember, if you're buying it, you're also acquiring the $35 billion in debt. Well, the thing that is going to make you the money is that stuff. So
what if they just buy the rights? So they don't sell flat out like Star Wars and Fox, but they do what like old Marvel did and was like, well, can we just get the rights? You still own it, and we'll just buy the movie rights, you know, for a 10-year contract, 15-year contract, because Universal, you know, they need their own characters right now because a lot of like their parks, you know, are going to be gutted. You know, Simpsons Land, Simpsons are owned by Disney, you know, so whenever that is done, you know, Simpsons Land is gone, and the whole Marvel Land in Universal.
No, I mean,
so
everything's gonna be Harry Potter. What you talking about, bro? It's gonna be old school Harry Potter versus new school Harry Potter. That's all we got. We good.
Harry Potter.
That's all we'll do. It's the whole thing. It's gonna be the Dark Universe and Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, Fast and Furious, and Transformers. That's it. Yeah. I mean,
I just don't see them acquiring these things and then selling it off because they don't need the money. This is not something like they need to sell off these characters, and they see what Marvel's doing and having to go through the Hulk, having to go through Spider-Man. Why would they want to do that?
Yeah. It's just I just wonder if like they fire James Gunn. I wonder if a lot of people are just going to be done.
Or they're going to be out.
Yeah, just going to be out. Like, I really don't care about DC anymore. Like, you're not going to give me what I want. You're just going to do a bunch of Batman movies, a bunch of Superman movies, some Wonder Woman movies. You're not going to really get into any, like, deeper characters. Yeah, you'll never see a Static Shock movie.
Yeah,
you'll never see, anything.
And then
let's face it, it'll...
Heroes?
I'm sorry. It would only be Batman recycled, and that's my greatest fear, man. That's my greatest fear, because that's where they stalled out before. Heck, if we're being honest, before the Snyderverse, at least think what you will of the Snyderverse, but at least they kind of branched out with stuff like Wonder Woman or Suicide Squad. Like more kind of you know, we've only been just now getting more obscure content. Years back, I never would have imagined we'd get a Blue Beetle movie, um,
Mhm.
or content like Creature Commandos, stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like it would be just one big, several steps backward if we're being honest, and that's what I'm afraid of. I was getting pretty I was getting pretty cozy in the thought that we were about to get, you know, like a more expansive DC universe beyond
Mhm.
just Batman or we were getting more Batman content than Superman content, you
Yeah.
know. And I don't want that step backwards, you know. I'd absolutely adore a Static Shock movie one of these days.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to happen if you're
Mhm.
sitting there waiting for.
No.
Under Paramount, well, we're
Unless-
under. Yeah.
Mhm.
So wait, you talk about Static Shock? Is he black? Is he a black? A black?
Mhm.
We can't do that. I can't
Yeah.
allow that.
Can't- Yeah. 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 I forget about like who's friends with who, you know, and that
Mhm.
definitely already has played a role in Skydance acquiring Paramount. So if you don't think that's going to play a role in Warner Brothers, you know,
You're wrong.
acquisition.
This is
Yeah.
why you
Yeah.
see if
Yeah.
you Google this stuff, you're gonna see Trump administration really wants Paramount and Skydance to buy Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because he wants Ellison to control a lot of it. You know, which is again why I don't really want Paramount to get it, but rich men get what they want, you know, and he's the second richest man in the world, you know.
Always.
So
It never fails.
yeah, and he wants it. He wants it. You know, Apple. That's why I wouldn't mind Amazon having it. You know, they already have
fine.
the MGN. You know, yeah, you know, and I think them having their whoever gets it is going to get the lot. You know, Paramount already has the Paramount lot, which is, you know, another classic, you know, studio lot. And if they have Paramount and the Warner Brothers lot, which would be wild. But if Apple or Amazon winds up getting this new lot, I can see them doing a lot with the Warner Brothers you know, label.
Mhm.
You know.
Mm.
Paramount, I feel like they just want it because he wants to be freaking Thanos with media, you know?
Yeah,
Like
it's
legit.
like that's exactly it. It's like
And
adding
he'll snap
another
it halfway.
it's
He'll
like
snap it
adding
all
another
halfway.
Infinity Stone to the gauntlet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Like, remember all those things you guys said about me?
Yeah. Just like, boom. Gone. Just erased.
Snapped away.
Yeah. That looks so weird on your hand though, man. It actually makes your hand look smaller, which is crazy. Oh, man. But all right, let's see what you guys are saying. What you got, man? You gonna say something?
Oh no, I was just laughing.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Collector said, I would be happy if Universal, Comcast, whatever it's called, would get Warner Brothers. Don't want the Groove website to be shut down by another company. That's funny. Yeah, Universal is the other part of Groove. Okay. Like that. Is the other part of the website is owned by Universal Warner Brothers Groove. Okay. So physical media is a big thing too. Yep.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, don't
got this
underestimate
today.
Netflix. Yeah. Nice.
But Back to the Future Steelbook.
Is that all three or just the first one?
It's just the first one, but it's the
Just the first
90
one?
extra minutes of stuff.
Nice.
Just came in today,
I love
so.
Back to the Future. Mama said, don't underestimate Netflix. Blockbuster made that mistake. Yeah. But
I don't know if they can swim with the big boys. I don't know. You have to have a lot of money, and Netflix has a lot, but we're talking
Yeah.
about, dude, you gotta have your own money.
yeah. Because when it comes down, like, because Paramount, Skydance, the companies themselves probably don't have a lot of money, but then you add who owns the company, that changes things. You know, Apple is one of the biggest, you know, companies ever in existence. Same thing with Amazon. It's also who owns that. Right now, Netflix and Comcast are the two poor guys out of the bunch. You know, and I say poor, you know, like very, very, like, you know,
But,
loosely.
no, Comcast is going to offer a big amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Comcast could offer $26 a share.
Damn, that'd be wild.
The problem is Paramount could go
What's
over it.
Comcast net worth? See, as of mid-October 2025, Comcast market cap is approximately 110 billion. Okay, that's not bad. That's kind of
It's
like
risky.
a solid company. Yeah.
That's risky. You know?
Netflix market cap is approximately 474 billion. So four
Netflix
times.
got it.
Damn. Yeah.
Netflix got it, guys. I was saying. Not bad for a DVD kiosk company.
Mhm.
I just looked up Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon?
The billion. I mean, the trillion. I'm
Is-
sorry. The trillion.
2.3 trillion.
Yeah. Look at Apple.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's going to make me throw up. 3.8 trillion.
Yeah.
So Comcast is definitely like the lowest by far. But even compared to like
But maybe Comcast might be
Amazon
more
and
willing
then
to
the
spend
Netflix,
more.
possibly because
You know,
it's probably worth
Apple
more to them.
has a lot of stuff going on. Prime, Amazon has so much going on. Are you willing to risk the money? That's all the
I
question.
mean, for them, like 80 billion or 80 billion when the company's worth 2 point something trillion.
Mhm.
No, but you also have to think all the other entities that you own and what you
I mean,
got
there's a
paid
lot of
for
other stuff.
and what your other
Yeah.
plans are.
Yeah. How much? I just want to look. How much is Larry Ellison worth?
234.
He is
Two
just
billion.
him. Is 332 billion.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
So Elon is 487.
Billion.
So just
Crazy,
billion.
bro.
Bezos is 231. Zuck is 253. Damn, so Zuck is a little bit higher than Bezos.
Yeah, that's what I thought Bezos was 4. Yeah.
Well, so. But that's just him. You know, that's not including his companies and stuff like that. So
That's funny because Bezos, it has to be a thought, man. You willing to give $120 billion up? $120 billion, $120 billion.
that's like going through another divorce for him.
Like, dude, that's what he said. But you giving it up for a divorce. I don't want to say what I was going to say, but something else is cheaper. And definitely cheaper to keep her. So whatever.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going with this. Yeah, David Z has a good job. I really think they should not sell. I wish they wouldn't sell it, but it's to a point where if it gets offered X amount of dollars, you can't deny it.
And you can't continue to have that debt. They don't want to pay that $35 billion.
Yeah,
that's
just
half their net worth.
Selling has been Zaz's plan from the start. That's what a lot of people said, and now, yeah, it's kind of coming true.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Why did they even start the universe? Good question.
Maybe there was never a plan to be going all the way through.
Yeah, maybe it was just to make it look good.
With the we're still talking about the reboot of DC Universe.
Yeah. Why start it if you knew you were going to have to sell soon?
If your plan is to sell, why start it?
Yeah, because this couldn't have been something they just woke up one day and just a week or two ago and we're like, oh, okay, let's sell. Things like this are usually gestating for quite some time.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in the case of Warner Brothers, and this is totally subjective, this is just how I'm looking at it. A lot of their decisions have always kind of come across more reactionary than thought all the way through.
I respect that.
Good night. So you know, that's always been Warner Brothers. They just never thought it through. Ultimately, so
My thing is like, what if they did think it through? And it's like,
This is all
cool,
part of
we're
the
gonna get this
plan.
person, and it's gonna increase the value of the company, you know.
Mhm.
But ultimately, it doesn't matter. You know, the 10-year plan doesn't matter because we're gonna sell in 3. You know,
Let's
Mhm.
not pay any of these bills. Can we keep these billions of dollars accrued as accrued debt? Let's
Mhm.
not pay it down because we're going to sell it and get all that money back.
yeah.
Can you imagine that
um,
if you're selling for 43 billion, you have that 30 billion coming down, you have that thing coming down the road, but you kick it as far as you can down the road, be worth double that amount of money, and then pass that debt along too. So basically, took a company that might have been worth 20 billion net, and they're
Mhm.
going to get 90 billion out of it.
Mhm.
That works.
mhm.
Yeah. Also, I mean, like AT&T, because I did watch the John Campea thing, so he talked about a lot about the numbers. AT&T bought Warner Brothers for 110. I think it was like 110 billion. You know, and then AT&T just was so bad at their job that when they sold to Discovery, it went from 110 to 43. And now they're talking about from 43 to 75. You know, but that is, you know, just floating around, just bouncing around. So yeah. Let's see. Tony said DC just got fans back. I don't think people are gonna sit through another reboot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder, did they really get fans back?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of it, and
I feel like it's a little premature to say if they have. I think if they, I'd give it until next summer, depending on how well the Supergirl movie is received,
Mhm.
and then
Which I don't think
I'm
is
wait
gonna
I'm
be-
waiting for at least 1 or 2 more projects to be like, oh, we're back. You know,
I don't think
Yeah.
Supergirl is going to be received as much as you think it's going to be. Was as much as we all hope it'll be received. I just don't think so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least critic wise, I think.
What if-
At least
What if
critic.
we don't? What if we don't? Does critics really matter?
I think partially they do.
Ask the
You know, but-
Thunderbolts.
That's true. Yeah.
Ask the Thunderbolts how much it matters.
Yeah.
They made less money than every other Marvel thing that came out. This is
Mhm.
one of the greatest movies of all time. Brave New World, 60 billion more than them. Fantastic Four, was it $200 billion more? I'm $200 million more. Like,
Mhm.
no matter what we would say about everything else, we have problems with everything else. It didn't make any money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
just saying.
yeah. Fernand said, I think James Gunn has nothing to worry about. His job is safe. We just brought up some really good points. So I don't know.
If Paramount buys it, he won't be there.
Yeah. There's one big reason why, and I forgot about it because you know I try not to think about it, but yep.
3 more years. Good Lord.
Mom Bear said Potter Parks.
Potter Parks.
That's all it's gonna turn into.
Dude, that's basically what it is now, though.
Yep.
That is the most busiest part of anything.
True. Said if Paramount we could watch Blue Beetle versus Jesus. Oh man, I hope Apple Universal gets
not
Warner
hide
Bros.
me. Oh, don't do it. Not hide me.
Well, what's not Mario Lopez. Oh my god, what was whose uncle?
No,
That
George
was his uncle.
Lopez.
George Lopez. Yeah.
We gotta go.
Tony said, I hope Apple or Universal gets Warner Bros. I can't stand another reboot.
But
See.
they won't
Even
reboot. They'll just never do it again. They will
Yeah.
never have a universe again.
Yeah. Even then, you know, like Apple, if anybody else gets it, there's no guarantee they're going to keep James Gunn. You know what I mean?
I think
There's
you have
actually
a better chance with Apple or Amazon.
yeah.
We have a less of a chance with Netflix, actually. But
Yeah, you have
I think
0% chance with Netflix.
But Apple or Amazon or Comcast, you're talking about that. This possibility that they hold on to him and let him finish with his contract.
Yeah, see what happens. Yep. Apple needs to start making bids with same with Amazon. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Lionsgate should have sold already. They made it what 7. I know they upped their worth as well. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think anybody's like
Dying to go
dying to get everything else is kind of a little off topic, but yeah. So kind of a long discussion, but I think it's kind of important, because Warner Brothers is really big, really big, and these other companies are going after them because how historic Warner Brothers is, how important it is to Hollywood. All the IPs obviously are massive. So
do you worry about old Hollywood, basically, of anything that was part of old Hollywood being dried up? We were talking about the TV companies all coming together under one hat because they're not big enough to deal with already these tech companies. Is that the same thing that's going to happen with everything under old Hollywood?
So it's funny you bring that up because California's governor, I believe was the governor. I'm trying to look for the article. He's trying to get back a lot of the momentum. So they're trying to get back Hollywood to be Hollywood again. So like Heat 2, Jumanji, stuff like that, they're all going to be shooting in California because they're trying to get it back. So 52 films and with $334 million of incentives for shooting in California. So the Film Commission announced on Tuesday. So yeah, they're projected to generate 1.4 billion for the economy for it. So California is trying to bring back like Hollywood, really, because Hollywood has been moved to Georgia, and I know a lot of companies don't want to deal with Georgia because
Georgia
of
and Canada.
stuff.
That's where everything's
going to
Georgia
Canada. They're going to Canada. Yeah. UK is getting really big, because of the Game of Thrones kind of stuff. You have a lot of unions you can bypass, in Europe. So there's a lot of that, but it looks like California is really trying to push old Hollywood back, which is good. I think that
would be cool.
Trying cut them some incentives. Yeah, because it's just where I think where it belongs. It's home, but it's all about the money.
Yeah, I think
all about the money.
Can you afford it? It costs too much to do things in California.
That's why they give them all those incentives, though.
It's still, just for the actors to live.
Yeah.
Just for them to live.
Yeah.
The taxes that they make because the movie's made in California. The companies are getting these tax write-offs, but the actual actors,
people. Yeah.
The tax is so high. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to have to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least they're trying. They're trying to push it, see what happens. That's all we could do at this point, But who knows, man? I mean, right now a lot of this is kind of on its last leg. I believe, theaters, because streaming's so big. You can do video demand at home. So same thing, like you said, Hollywood. You go to Canada, you go to UK, you can avoid a lot of issues. So. We will see. We'll see how that all plays out. But we'll keep an eye on this as it keeps going. I got a feeling, man, by the end of this year for sure, Warner Brothers is going to be sold.
Yeah.
Probably by Thanksgiving, honestly.
The way this is
I
going,
think it'll be a lot
faster
than we think.
Yeah.
because it looks like it's all coming around. Or looks like it's all coming together quite quickly. Like this was a big dump of news. Just what in the past 24 hours? Less than
maybe since Tuesday. So
Since
about 2
Tuesday,
days, 48 hours.
Yeah,
48 hours has been a lot.
Yeah,
They went from
Tuesday.
Go ahead.
Because Tuesday we were just kind of hearing like early rumblings of things. Nothing had really, nothing seemed really set in stone. And then this big dump of news.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I figure Monday. So our live show on Monday, right? Which was
That's
3
when
days
you started to
ago.
hear rumors and stuff.
You know, yeah, there's like, you know, this and that, and how much they're offering. And I know Mama Bear said, like, oh, this is gonna happen. But I'm like, hey, they're not officially for sale yet. The next morning,
Tuesday morning,
Tuesday morning, they put out the letter, we're for sale, you know. So, and then since then, it has just been,
they were listening to you, Tank. They said, oh, really?
I know, right? We're gonna prove Mama Bear right.
Exactly.
All right. But yeah, we're gonna move on from that. But yeah, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us, talking, you know, all this like Hollywood movie kind of drama, who's gonna buy what and blah blah blah. But you know, it's important stuff, you know, if you're a movie fan. So we want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment, let us know what you guys think about all this big mess. And yeah, as the story develops, we'll just keep bringing it to you guys. But we appreciate all you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with us. And if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic.
Let's watch the trailer.
All right, let me mark there real quick. I don't think I did that. Also, I gotta use the washroom really bad.
I got you. Let's do this. Because I got some ancillary topic to talk about. So
Uh-oh.
we'll do that while you're going. It's not that big deal.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna wait. What did Mama Bear say? No, she said something real quick. This has been in the works longer than Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday's when it went public. Yeah. Because I wasn't sure. I'm like,
we were hearing all about this all last week. Really,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. I mean, ever since probably weeks ago, ever since they offered the first offer was where Paramount's like, we want Warner Brothers, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, and I think it was really kind of even probably before then, but that was when the first, the first gear started spinning, you know, in the public. But Tuesday when it went public Tuesday, all the news started coming out. Like these guys want it. They're gonna sell for parts or the whole. So gonna be interesting. All right, but I'm gonna be back.
All right, get out of here. All right, so Redman, I got something I want to ask you specifically. I don't know if you were watching or seeing anything on X or Instagram, but Michael B. Jordan's talking about doing a Miami Vice reboot.
All for it. I've always loved Miami Vice.
But what do you think about Michael B. Jordan doing it?
So if he's going to be Tubbs, I'm all for it. You need a black actor who can be cool. Michael B. Jordan, especially, we knew this even before Sinners. Sinners really just accentuated it, but he can do cool. You know, Miami Vice is all about it's all about the vibe and it's all about the Ara farm. Michael B. Jordan is able to Ara farm. We need someone who looks cool. I'm for anything that Michael B. Jordan does.
Who the director is of this for this?
Yeah,
movie, right?
Joseph Kosinski of F1.
Mm-hmm.
He did Tron Legacy. He did Oblivion. He Top Gun Maverick. So yeah, if nothing else, the movie is going to look great. But here's my question: how big are you going to go with Miami Vice? Because those movies are pretty wide in scope.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna get a Miami Vice movie that's like really, really wide in scope?
That's interesting. You're asking all these things, but so am I wrong for feeling that Bad Boys is Miami Vice?
No, because you're not wrong.
And that's what I'm thinking about. when you have Bad Boys, is that the route they're going to go? Are we going to lose Bad Boys for Miami Vice? Or will there be a revolt and people not wanting to watch Miami Vice because they have Bad Boys?
That's a good question.
You know, is it
Um,
too similar? And there's no doubt that Miami Vice is first. It's the one that was the originator, all that stuff. But Bad Boys having all the success that it's had in these last 4 movies and having the superstars, do you need to have superstars in Miami Vice to even contend with it?
I think you do need superstars, and you also need to know your audience because, what do you think of when you think of Miami Vice?
Just honestly, you think about Miami, but you think about also the games, Grand Theft Auto. You think about all the coolness is about that. That's all a part of it.
I'm happy you mentioned Miami Vice, kind of leaning into that. What else is synonymous with Miami Vice?
You tell me.
The 80s.
Oh, yes, that's very true.
You know,
the 80s. It's us
so-
all 80s,
so-
100%.
I'm kind of asking myself to set yourself apart from Bad Boys and the last Miami Vice adaptation. Heck, set it in the 80s.
Do you think it's going to be cool enough for these kids? You're going to try to capture these kids. Is it going to be cool enough to capture them? Is this going to be something that's going to hit?
It could be. I think Joseph Kosinski has enough of a visual flair to be able to do that. I think the dude's got a ton of goodwill with mass audiences, especially with his last 2 movies with Top Gun Maverick and F1. So I think he really understands what he needs to do. He just needs to execute it, whether it's set in modern day or the 80s, but I think the visual flair will be enough in itself. The dude can shoot a movie. So I think
This is
number one
interesting.
is the casting.
I think this is really interesting. 8 Acres movie says, should they make a Grand Theft Auto movie? Should they make Miami Vice Grand Theft Auto movie? Is that the way to grab this generation? Make the Miami Vice like Vice City, and grab the generation, this gaming generation into that. Is that a good way to do it?
That might be the way to go. Just make it kind of make it hyper violent, hyper kinetic, exploitative with the drug scene, with the like the drug and violence scene, because there was a lot of heavy Miami Vice inspiration in the GTA Vice City.
Vice City is a lot in Fast and Furious. It's a lot of it in, as Mama Bear said. Do you do it that way? Do you just say, we're going to go all out that way? This is what Miami Vice is. But then does that mean this is the end of Bad Boys?
No, heck, man. If we're being honest, Bad Boys 2 was basically GTA the movie.
100%. 100%. It is.
It was a live action GTA movie.
Is it far enough away from Bad Boys to do that? Is it too soon? Which sounds crazy because they've been trying to do this movie since 2006.
I'd say crazy. So because Bad Boys, as well received as the last 2 were, and they made no shortage of money, but I think Bad Boys really, really peaked and was really at home in the early 2000s with Bad Boys 2, because I think that's the one of the quadrilogy that everyone remembers the most is Bad Boys 2, I think.
But they all make money.
They all make money. But I think I think there's enough room for it to be able to avoid comparison at this point in time. But you have to start, like, the foundation of this is, aside from the execution, the casting of Crockett and Tubbs. If we're getting Michael B. Jordan, that's a good start.
What do you want after that?
I want to see who's playing Crockett.
Who?
Who could be a cool Crockett? Ryan Gosling would be good, but I think they're
Can't make him everything. That's the problem.
Yeah, you can't put him in everything, and they probably want someone a little closer to Michael B. Jordan's age. I think they need to be pretty close in age, because I think Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas were around the same age.
Yep.
So I actually heard a rumor like about a month ago that they were trying to get Glenn Powell to be Crockett.
I love Glenn Powell. I like that a lot.
Now that would be I think he could be a solid Crockett.
So the list could be what? Zac Efron, Miles Teller, Dylan O'Brien.
I can't see I can't see Dylan O'Brien because he's too baby faced. I'm trying to think who else could be. Oh, Mama Bear said Chris Evans. That wouldn't be a bad choice.
Chris Evans is awesome. I love that, Mama Bear.
Yeah. Austin Butler, I could see him. Might be able
Jack
to see
Quaid.
him I think Jack Quaid's a little too dorky looking for Crockett.
He doesn't have the chin. He doesn't have the look.
Yeah.
See.
I'd say Glenn Powell would be good, or Austin Butler. I think they'd be my top two. And
I'm okay with that. Okay.
If not Michael B. Jordan, because the way they're talking about it, I get the feeling it will be Michael B. Jordan, because they say
they're in talks, and he even mentioned it. So yeah, I see it.
And I'm wondering who's gonna play Sergeant Castillo, because Edward James he was in that role, and he played. I don't know how well you remember the original series, but like he played that role super stoic and serious.
What about Michael Pena and do it the exact opposite?
Yeah, he would do the exact opposite
and make it really funny. You know, go, and you do it like Vice City.
Mm-hmm. What if they got Luis Guzman?
Oh my God!
No,
he's like 100 years old. You can't do that.
A good Castillo, and heck, we know the dude has what it takes acting wise. I'd say Javier Bardem could potentially be good.
Oh man, you going all out? Okay.
Javier Bardem would be good as Castillo. I think he's around the right age. I don't know who else. Trying to think who else could be a good. Benjamin Bratt could do it.
Oh, Benjamin Bratt. Yeah, I like Benjamin Bratt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we get Mark Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
these are all good ones. I like this. I like this idea, but you know, if you're going with this, you need to go all out, because you're going to have to separate yourself from other franchises. You know, and you know, I wonder if you go 100% go for the video game, live action video game remake type of thing, or do you just go super serious, or do you go super goofy? That's a lot of different questions. I don't know,
because if you go serious, there needs to be I don't want to say there needs to be a camp factor, because I wouldn't really categorize the original Miami Vice as campy. I think that it took itself the right amount of serious. But it was still a fun watch. Heck, I have the original series on DVD. I'm looking at it through my on my shelf right over here. I got it right here. But I think they have to tread carefully, because I think the problem with the last Miami Vice movie was it was too serious to the point where I wasn't engaged. None of it was fun, and I just kind of felt it was a chore to sit through at times.
Heard.
And I expected a lot more, because heck, Michael Mann wrote and directed it. He's wrote and directed a ton of good stuff. He was just coming off Collateral at the time. He made Heat, which is easily one of my favorite movies. So when I heard Michael Mann was writing and directing a Miami Vice movie at the time, and he produced, he was one of the creators of the original show, and it was from his production company. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And I was just like, I remember sitting like in this position the entire time.
So they didn't grab you, and you need something that's going to be able to grab you for this.
Yeah.
So I get you. I definitely understand where we're going for this. I mean, this is an interesting topic. I think it's going to be something we have to follow as it goes along. See if they actually grab one of these guys, and then we can finally find the partnership, because it has to be good chemistry between these two. So I'm interested to see where we go for it. But that's just our opinions and this Miami Vice kind of sneak peek, or where we're talking about Michael B. Jordan maybe being cast in it. If you guys tell us what you're thinking about it. Do you have some other actors who you want to see in it? If you're watching the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll be talking about this stuff going forward for a while. Till then, we're going to kind of get back to the comments, and then go through these trailers. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll get back to you in a second. All right. You can come back sometime today, I think.
Yeah, Miami Vice movie could be cool. It's got some interesting stuff going for it at this time, to where it definitely has my attention. I just really want to see the approach. The approach to it is key. Casting, then approach, then supporting cast.
I was like, you're not gonna come back? He's gonna stay going? He's gonna.
My bad. I was doing something and my computer started like
lagging.
freezing
I
and
saw
shit, so I was like, oh.
I saw your picture. I saw your picture.
Yeah, like frozen.
I always say, Aker says, who should play Miami Vice villain? Benicio del Toro.
That's interesting, because Miami Vice lasted, I believe, 5 seasons, and the villains really spanned. They did a lot of different avenues. We had drug cartels. We had local drug dealers who were also like domestic abusers. If anyone remembers when Bruce Willis was on one episode, that was the villain he played.
Yeah, I didn't.
There's a lot you can do. Benicio del Toro could definitely. He fit the Miami Vice mold.
Oh yeah.
You know. But,
There says, don't blow Crockett. Pause. He means the casting.
Yeah.
Oh no. It says, bring back Edward James Almost.
He's too old.
It's like 100 years old. You gonna wheel him in?
Yeah.
You can have Bernie's him? That's what you're doing?
Yeah.
at least he'd have an excuse to be like super silent and stoic and serious. You know,
He doesn't know where he's at.
doesn't know where he's at, just sitting there, right?
Yeah.
Staring straight, barely saying anything.
Bad Boys 2 is totally Miami Vice. Bad Boys is Miami Vice. That's what the whole point was. They
Yeah.
said, we want to make a Miami Vice type movie. That was what they did in 1995, and that's part of why the remake was it 2006 didn't really work because Bad Boys was still in its prime.
God, the remake, Bad Boys 2 was everything the Miami Vice movie failed to be.
It's a fast car, slutty women, open shirts, no socks, coke, techno music. Let's
That's
go.
like-
Yeah.
that works for every generation, man. That's it.
They should make a Grand Theft Auto movie, but that make Miami Vice that movie.
Yeah. And
Fast and Furious, the best thing Grand Theft Auto.
And the Grand Theft Auto games are so cinematic that I almost consider them movies.
Yeah,
They're just
no
movies
doubt.
you can play.
Jack Quaid is Crockett. So like I said before, pick a good Crockett. Chris Evans, Josh O'Connor. Make Miami Vice the Human Torch reunion. Have both of them as that. All the Human Torches come in. Have Miles Teller come in too. We have all Human Torches that's there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was Michael B. Jordan was Human Torch.
Yeah,
in that one. Yeah.
So
no,
Patrick
they get Joseph Quinn.
Schwarzenegger. Oh my goodness. I don't want it to be goofy like 21 Jump Street.
No, I want them to avoid
No.
that. It should not be like that self-aware. I think just leave that for 21 Jump Street. It worked in that context. Because remember when they tried to replicate that with Chips and it just didn't work?
Oh God,
It's
that's
just
right.
hard. It was
That was
bad.
horrible.
Yeah. So
Danny Trejo. Yep. He's too old.
mhm.
Yeah.
He's you can't continue to do he can't be intimidating if all I gotta do is gotta go like this and he's gonna kind of fall down because he can't walk straight.
No, like whoever plays Castillo needs to be like they need to play it 100% serious, like full on serious.
So we could get Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell.
And you know,
I know
Jamie
Colin Farrell
Foxx
is
wasn't a bad choice for Tubbs. Colin Farrell, I could have taken or left as Crockett. He was kind of like I'll say he was an interesting choice. He wouldn't have been my first choice, but he was an interesting choice. But I don't think they really played. They had zero chemistry, if I remember correctly, because I only watched the movie all the way through once. I don't remember them really interacting with each other very much. It didn't even seem like they liked each other.
They don't seem like some people that will hang out.
Yeah.
Probably didn't.
And I remember the entire time they just glared, like they kind of looked down and just glared and barely said anything. I'm like, what am I watching?
That's what they said. Where am I watching? How did I get here?
Yeah.
Where did my life turn that I got to this point?
Exactly.
All right, I see the rest of the comments, but I think we need to get to this trailer because I'm looking at the time. We have like
Oh yeah.
So let's
You want to do one of these trailers?
I think
Crime
Crime
101?
101 is good, and then I like the Eddie Murphy one. That was awesome, but Altered is probably the one that's more interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do the Crime 101. I think because that one's new and I think a lot of people are talking about it. The Eddie Murphy one I haven't even the other two, Altered and Eddie Murphy, I haven't seen either of those.
They just all this stuff just came out. So
Just today. Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. All right.
Mike,
Ready?
Sharon.
All right. Let's knock this out. Also, shout out to Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
what up, Bobby?
What's going on, Bobby?
Finishing up the Gen V episode. Let us know what you think. We talked about it already a little earlier.
It's not Eddie Murphy for Gumby. I don't want it.
That's funny.
Bring back that sketch. That's hilarious. I love Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, the buckwheat one where he does the songs.
Eddie Murphy.
My
is
friend would do.
crazy.
He's so good. So good. All right, let's talk about this trailer. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. We have another trailer reaction for you guys today. This one just dropped with Chris Hemsworth, Halle Berry. It is Crime 101 coming out in 2026. Let's check it out and then we'll talk about it. What you guys think?
So we have Thor, Storm, Hulk, and Druig. I didn't expect this episode of What If. So it looks cool. I got kind of, well, he even mentions Bullet. I definitely got Bullet, maybe a little like transporter vibes in there too.
It definitely transported.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It looks like kind of like an old school heist action movie, which I'm all for. Looks like I like the practical look of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama Bear sure did say something about that, didn't she? Didn't see that. Yeah, like the cast, like the vibe behind the trailer. I like how, like I said, it looks very practical and traditional. Kind of sometimes nice to have a break from like a lot of CG heavy stuff and something a little more old school.
Yeah.
So I don't even think I heard anything about this movie until the trailer dropped today. So something I'd probably check out. Gives me like kind of a 999 / Den of Thieves feel as well.
Yeah. What were you, Brian? What you think?
I was thinking the Italian Job the entire time.
Okay. Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
The Italian Job is like with the superstars, all the great actors, all this stuff. It's the Italian Job.
Mm-hmm.
The old guy's gonna die. Like it's literally what's going to happen. You got the young woman. Like I feel like that's what it is. It's fine though. It looked good. It looks like it's put together well. I would go see this. I would go see this knowing that it's not a original idea. I have no problem not being an original idea either. I think this is fine. But it doesn't scream to me like great movie. It screams to me like Extraction 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Where like it's a good movie, but it's not gonna like
change
blow anybody's mind.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I saw that. That was pretty good. And that'll be the end of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my feelings though for it.
Yeah. I liked it. I think it looks good. There's a lot of people. There was a lot of famous people in this one. So I kind of like what Brandman said. I thought the look of it was really nice. So I think but I do agree with like it's gonna be something like Extraction where it's like it's gonna be good, it's gonna be fun, but it's not gonna like blow any minds, win any awards or anything like that. But it looks like a good like cat and mouse kind of thing with Italian Job, like so I'm down. For a February movie, this looks like it's gonna be really good for a February movie. So like it might bring in some decent money because it's coming out in February. So yeah. But
to be
did you notice
Italian Job is one of my favorite movies of all time? So
okay. Oh yeah, then definitely. Did you notice everyone had let's see if I can show real quick, had a thing next to their name except for Chris Hemsworth?
Corey Hawkins.
Did he not have anything on there on his name?
I think Corey Hawkins was just Corey Hawkins.
Yeah.
All right, because I was like, majority of them like had like
Chris Hemsworth deserves an Academy Award for being Thor.
Seriously. Man's always gonna be known as Thor. I was like, why is Thor walking around stealing shit?
Don't you got enough money for it? Come on, man.
You don't need to do that.
You're the king of Asgard.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, it looks good. Looks good. But we want to hear from you guys. So if you watch this trailer, let us know what you guys think about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? You're interested? So leave a comment. Let us know. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there. Appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us for this trailer reaction. And if you are in the live chat, we want you guys to stick around because we're going to move on to your comments right now. Right. See what you guys are saying.
Oh,
Oh, excuse me.
buttons.
Nigga, I saw Mama Bear says this is like an alternative universe Marvel movie. Yeah. Which
That's what Brandman said. Yeah.
yeah. It reminded me of a game I wanted to play. I was trying to look for the thing where you guess the movie with the actors, but they're their comic book versions of them. So something like that. Yeah. So it was like
A little swordfishy too.
so I was trying to like for the website. But I got to find it. So because that'll be cool. Because like blah blah, like this movie, for example, like oh, Thor is a thief and the Hulk is trying to catch him, but Storm is helping out Thor. You know, it's like, what movie is it? You're like, oh, you know, because so many people in Hollywood have been a comic book character at this point.
Mhm. Yeah, pretty much everyone.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, show a few of these. He has a lozenge. Yeah, is that Chris Hemsworth, the American accent? Yeah. Not the best. You could definitely tell he's really like emphasizing words. Try to hide that accent. Where's it? Yeah, have you seen 999? I think so.
No, Brandman was just talking about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Send Help. Send Help is another trade we need to check out. The
Yeah,
Talent
the
Job.
Sam Raimi one.
Does anyone know how old Halle Berry is?
She's
Ooh.
pushing 60. Isn't she like 59?
Yeah, I was gonna say 60.
She's 59.
59.
If
So
anyone
what's
does like
about
that at
35?
59, you're lucky.
Yeah, for sure. Bring Halle Berry back as Catwoman.
No,
Oh man,
we don't need
Yeah.
her as Storm. I don't need her as Catwoman. I don't need that at all.
No,
yeah,
just keep her
Yeah.
away from comic book content.
Yeah.
She's pretty good otherwise.
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I said she's 59. She's fine. I mean, that's winning. You're winning life.
Mm-hmm. So hey, Ting, did you ever do the second trade for Running Man that I sent you? Probably.
No, but the first one they
Maybe.
introduced was
Yeah. Yeah. Because I know I watched it, but I don't know if we reacted. If we did, we might have not put it out. Humphrey Bogart were alive and fit 30 comic book character. Would he play? I would say Nick Fury. I don't know. I was to look at some pictures.
Yeah. It's kind of drawing
what's-
a blank on what exactly Humphrey Bogart looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Maverick Defender, what's up? Is Patty Jenkins still making a Star Wars movie? I don't.
If she is, I haven't heard a whole lot, like any movement.
I know she's
Yeah.
lower on their list right now.
Yeah, they got bigger fish to fry. You know, like not making a fucking Ben Solo movie. That's so
Dude, and
so
the
stupid.
fact that they say, "Oh no, he's dead. We can't do anything else." What?
That is the dumbest thing. Is you literally have a line in one of your movies that somehow the Emperor has returned. You know, I was like, wait, what? That's all you need to bring that character back. But like,
Yeah.
this dude couldn't be a Force ghost. He couldn't like, you know, figure out a way to come back, you know, to life. You know, you can transport a fucking, you know, lightsaber throughout space and time, but you can't like find a way to bring back Ben Solo. You know, even then, it didn't even have to be in the real world. It could have been in this like astral plane of the World Between Worlds or
War
something
Between
like that, you know.
Worlds. Exactly.
Yeah, you know, like him trying to figure out who he is, you know, because it's the hunt for Ben Solo. Is he Kylo or is he Ben? You know, or does he need to figure out like his dad? You know, you could have had Hayden Christensen in it. Like, I don't know what the plot was, but Lucasfilm loved it. And this is the kind of part of the rant I wanted to get into real quick. So Lucasfilm liked it, and then why did they have to go to Bob Iger and the executives, and then they got shot down by the executives? That's my thing. Is like, does KK really not have any power to green light a movie? You don't need to do that with Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige don't need to go to Bob Iger like, hey, I really want to do this movie. And, you know, it's like, no, Kevin Feige just makes the damn movie. You know, like KK is supposed to be ahead of the studio. Like, why are they going above KK to get it done?
It's the money. You consistently lost money on each movie. So for the green light, how much does it take to cost to make a Star Wars movie? $200 million?
But the movies are making money. Besides Solo, like the 3 prequels or 3 sequels all made over $1 billion.
Yeah, but they made over $1 billion, but how much did it cost to make? I don't know.
I don't know. I would have to
You know what I'm saying? Like, Star
Probably
Wars
big-
has to be expensive as shit
Yeah.
to make. Like, it's Star Wars. Like,
Oh, but yeah, all the CGI.
so, you know, if it's going to be a big budget, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you want to front a lot of this money. Probably do it as Bob Iger, especially because these movies have been going down.
Yeah.
And you losing popularity.
So damn, Force Awakens was 447 million budget. Last Jedi 340
What?
million. Yeah. Yeah. The Force Awakens was 447 million. That's insane. It's stupid.
I know what it is, Bob Iger.
Rise of Skywalker was 414.
Oh my God.
But it made $1 billion. You know,
Well,
still, but damn.
414 budget, and then you put marketing on it. It made $7, Tank. It made $7. Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's see if they say the actual. That's crazy if those are the actual numbers.
Oh my. What?
Yeah. That's stupid. Let me see.
can't
Yep, no, that's right.
imagine-
Force Awakens
Can you-
447.
And can you imagine if they did marketing and they're talking about the marketing, they did another $400 million in marketing? Oh my God.
The Phantom Menace and Attack of Clones were 115 million each. Triple that, and then you get The Last Jedi, you know, at 313, and then 416 Rise of Skywalker, 447 Force Awakens. God.
You pay that much money for crap? You pay that much money for crap? Come on, man. I've never seen a bathroom be that much money. That's what you did. It's a bathroom because it's crap. It's a piece of crap.
Yeah. But I mean, but this is like just like the script, you know. This is and then on top of that, it's Adam Driver, right? Who already said he's done with being in Star Wars. He like kind of came back and was like, I don't want to do this. And then it's Steven Soderbergh. You know, it's like
When did this happen though?
So I think this is I believe this is years ago. I think it's just coming out now. Let me see.
Because if it's before Adam Driver said, I'm never doing Star Wars again.
Yeah.
Is this something that caused him to say that?
Yeah, but now there's like a fan petition to bring it back. Yeah, I'm trying to see when exactly
Fans fly over the Disney studio to save the hunt for Ben Solo.
Yeah, I saw that. Because I'm like, it wouldn't save the prequel or the sequels by any means, but I think it would have gave that character, I think, a little bit more of a solid ending. You know, that's my thing.
I just want to know a timeline of when this happened because what's it? The Last Jedi.
So here on Reddit
or
it says, what you got?
No, I'm just talking about years. I'm just thinking like, okay, when did each thing come out? So 2019. Is this something that happened in 2020? Is this
So
a
here it says
2020
Adam
idea?
Driver, Steven Soderbergh worked for 2 years on the Hunt for Ben Solo script before pitching it, and it was denied by Bob Iger. So they worked on it for 2 years.
Mhm.
So say if it finished right as the movie came out, then you got 2 years after. Trying to see if there's like a date, like when it was denied.
I like what Mama Bear says. You know what would have helped? Make it fit a Jedi.
Yeah, because you could tell that's what they were building up Finn to be, and Ryan Johnson stepped in and undid all that.
Man, if Ryan Johnson ever had a busted tire and needed my help, change his tire, I will splash water in his face in the wintertime. I'll be that guy.
See, there we go. So I was always interested in doing another Star Wars, says Driver, who stars Kylo Ren in the trilogy kicked off by I've been talking about doing another one since 2021. Catherine Kennedy had reached out. I always said with a great director and a great story. I'll be there in a second. I love the fucking ad.
So since 2021.
Hold on. Well, that's when he goes, I've been talking about doing another one since 2021. So here we go. Driver says he took a concept to Soderbergh for a film that would have take place after. Oh, it would take place after the Rise of Skywalker. But he doesn't say like when. Like when did this get denied?
Because Rise of the Skywalker came out in
Yeah.
2019. He's been talking about since 2021. Good night, Collector.
Good night, Collector.
Yeah, have a good night, Collector. Yeah, we're probably gonna be finishing up
I mean,
right now anyway.
Might as well do send help.
All right, I'm good with that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like super annoying. It's like you have this thing with a guy who's Adam Driver's a really good actor, and then you have the Soderbergh attached to it. And I was like, why? So yeah, they said they presented the script to Lucasfilm. They loved it. Totally understand our angle, and we were why we were doing it. Driver says we took it to Bob Iger and Alan Bergman, and they said no. They didn't see how Ben Solo was alive, and that was that. Yeah.
Slash, I'm not giving you another $500 million. I'm not. You saw what happened with this other movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he said, yeah, it was really cool, but it is no more, so I can finally talk about it. So it must be kind of recently. If they pitched it, right? If it's officially like dead. It would have been cool to get like maybe
could it also be
something a little bit more.
That the Solo movie, Han Solo movie did so terrible. Could that be part of it too?
It could be.
It could be. Definitely could be.
Yeah.
Definitely could be.
Yeah. So I mean, there's speculation by this one I'm looking at on Reddit that it could have been pitched this year, like earlier this year. That's why they skipped over KK, because KK is supposed to step down at the end of the year. So it's like, why go through her when she's not going to be the boss? Let's just go to the big boss. I don't know.
Could
But,
be.
I mean, but instead, we get a 4th season of Mandalorian, and then we get the freaking Ryan Gosling doing Fall Guy in space.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It could have been just
Just,
this month. It could have been like,
yeah,
could have just
Yeah.
happened.
yeah. So Soderbergh said, "I really enjoyed making the movie in my head. I'm really sorry fans won't get to see it."
So yeah, what it's saying is that they pitched it in 2021. Everyone was interested in it. Bob Iger finally shut it down in October of 2025.
Of this year.
Yep, of this year. That's why he hadn't
Damn.
talked about it since then.
Mhm.
I don't get it. It, you have a guy coming back and wanting to like un-F the thing that people are mad about. Not saying he could have, but at least him trying to.
I kind of understand. You want to get past it as fast as possible. You want to sweep it under the rug and pretend like the sequels didn't happen. So instead of trying to double down on it, Bob Iger is just saying, "What sequel?
Would you say the damage? Would you say the damage is too extensive to
try to fix?
To do any damage control?
Yeah, that could be what Bob Iger is saying. I mean, he's literally saying it's too hard. We're not going to do it. We're not even going down that road anymore.
Mhm.
You want to do something? I understand. I listen to you, but we've heard the fans, and the fans say this is the worst thing Star Wars has ever done.
Yeah. I mean, they already started backtracking on the park stuff. So they had that hotel thing, was going on. That was during the sequels. They shut down the hotel altogether, and even the Star Wars land, at Disney was supposed to be specifically the era of the sequels. And they got rid of that because you got Mandalorian walking around, you got Luke walking around now and stuff like that. So they're kind of getting rid of all that. Like, this is specifically this era, and Disney's like, nah. So could be it's like, let it die, let it rot in the corner and move on.
Yeah, because we already know it's crap. I'm not putting another $500 million for people to be reminded how much crap this was.
Yeah, but
also
now you got fans are interested.
I understand everyone's frustration too.
Yeah,
but everyone's going to be interested because it's fucking Star Wars. You just said I want to do a Jar Jar Binks movie, and people are going to be interested in it because it's fucking Star Wars. It's just what it is. Yeah, but
then
it's just the sequels, though. The sequels really are not good.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why I saw it. I'm like, oh, this could be interesting. This could unscrew a lot of the issues. At least we got with that character Kylo.
Yeah, but it's going to remind you of Rey. It's going to remind you what you did with Finn. It's going to remind you what you did to everyone else in that damn movie.
Yeah. Even if they're not in it, you're just going to be reminded.
Exactly.
I agree.
Well, they said, oh, but we to really do a story, we need your mom. Well, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So like, I said, like there's reasons why I understand why it could be that way, why it could not work.
Yeah, but man, I want to read that script so bad right now. Like I hope it gets leaked somehow, because I'm like, I would love to read that script and see all these people hyping it up. Like, are they right, or is Bob Iger right?
In the grand scheme of things, he might just say the hate is just not worth it.
Yeah. Might be a good movie, just not worth it.
Not worth me putting this much money out. It reminds you of how bad the sequels were.
Yeah. Well, so easy fix. Start the next movie with Luke waking up from a nightmare where he gets replaced by a granddaughter. Oh, that's funny. He wakes up next to like Mara Jade.
It's like, oh, I had the worst nightmare. Can you imagine a studio going that far?
That
We made a
would be
mistake. That would be. Can you imagine how people would
epic.
react to it? People would say, "This is the greatest thing you've ever done."
Star Wars saved. They saved Star Wars, but
Yeah, I
then would you
think
go
that's
back
so-
and renumber it? If you do that, would that now become episode 7?
No,
Because no,
I'm not. Yeah.
because now
No.
7, 8, and 9 are just
No.
a dream. They're not real.
Mhm.
I don't know.
just call it.
I'm
a
not sure how
different
you. Mhm.
Maybe let that be the beginning of Starfighter.
Be its own
And just
new
go
thing.
to a totally different genre.
Yeah. 7B. There you go. Excuse me. No, I was gonna say just call it the Star Wars dream. The dream sequence.
Dream City.
Dream City. All right. You guys good to watch it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I'm ready. Yeah.
Let's check it out and then we'll go to bed. Right. Where we at? All right, let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. We have another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. This one is Send Help. So I know a lot of people in our live chat have been talking about it, recommending it. So let's check this one out and
I
see
have
what
a
it's about.
feeling this is not for me.
Yeah. let's see what's going on.
I'm going to be frank with you. You are smart. I know that you are great with numbers, but I just don't think you got it. As an executive, I see no value in you. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry, what?
You know we have the Bangkok merger coming up. Prove me wrong. Oh, Linda, before you go, I forgot to mention I've received a few complaints about you.
Complaints?
Noxious odors.
Oh, God.
Take your seats, you're a little bitch.
Total Raimi shot right there. Raimi shot.
Look who's joined the land of the living.
How long?
You been out? Day and a half?
Have you tried making a distress signal?
Or a bigger fire?
I was busy trying to keep us alive.
But getting us out of here, that should be your focus, not being Susie Homemaker over here.
What did you just say to me?
Let's not forget, I'm your boss. You work for me.
We're not in the office anymore, Bradley.
That's so stupid.
No help is coming. You just have to accept that this is how things are now. You ever hunt? I think I like it. You are stuck with an asshole boss. Just like I was. Although I'm betting I am a much nicer boss than you ever would have been. Except for maybe this part. I don't think we should ever leave.
Okay.
All right.
Coming out in January.
It's not gonna work for me.
No.
Because honestly, she's right. Fuck
Oh,
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna be
Yeah.
that type of dick, that do those things to her? Nah,
Yeah.
bro. You stuck
No.
on this island with me,
Mhm.
man. Yeah, no, I'm with her.
Same. I'm Team Rachel McAdams on this one.
Oh yeah. Have any of you guys seen Triangle of Sadness? It's when they're on the yacht boat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
haven't.
No,
I'm trying to remember.
It was
I
the,
love
the
hate that
Oscar
movie.
movie. It's the Oscar
yeah,
movie.
yeah, it was up for Oscar. So they crashed a boat and they land on an island. And part of this reminds me of that, where the janitor
Servants.
lady, this, and she's like, I'm the captain here.
Mhm.
Like, it's kind of like that, but also getting the kind of Misery kind of vibes.
Yeah, I think Raimi actually said, or news reports when this movie started filming said it was going to be like a cross between Misery and Castaway, which the trailer really gave off.
I can definitely see that.
Like,
It's Sam Raimi, so you know it's
let
gonna
him
be crazy.
die. Tell
Let him die.
Yeah, it's your fault, bro. Don't be complaining. You gonna complain?
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah.
I'll turn to the super villain.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have sharks out there with lasers talking about you telling them my evil plan. I'm super doing all things. You must be crazy. I'm going all out. Rachel McAdams is 100% right.
Mhm.
He gotta go.
Yeah.
I bet this movie her like killing him, and she's gonna end up getting rescued or something like that.
I hope so.
Mhm.
I hope she wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope she wins. However it happens, hope she wins.
Mhm.
Yeah. This looks good. I
Yeah.
like it for a January movie. Like, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be
Sam Raimi's so goated in my opinion. I love how like every couple of
Yeah.
years, like he'll do like a big budget blockbuster movie, and then he'll return to like his he'll return to like his lower budget like Evil Dead-esque roots and make stuff like
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
Hey, what if they try to get off and they go into another island that's lost?
They just tie it together.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Or
That's funny.
they go to another island and find the Necronomicon. They find the Book of the Dead.
Or
the
floating in the water, you see a volleyball.
Mhm.
just floated by. Oh, that would be
Floated by.
epic. It just floats by.
A small thing you won't even know what it's about, but it's just a volleyball you see.
That would be
Floating.
awesome.
Is
That
it
would
me
be
or this
awesome.
like whenever Rachel McAdams gets on a plane, something bad happens.
100%. I would if I was on the plane and I saw Rachel McAdams, first I'd be crazy. Oh, it's Rachel McAdams. And then I'll get off the plane.
Like, oh, you're on this plane? I'll wait for the next plane.
Yeah, I'll wait for the next one.
I'll wait for the next
It'll be like Friends. Did he get off the plane? Did he get off the plane? And I'll be like, I get off the plane. And you're gonna see it going down over the Atlantic.
Yeah. Yeah. This looks awesome. Yeah. That was a good trailer too.
Yeah, it had me at
It'll be
Sam
fun.
Raimi. So
Wow. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, that
yeah,
looked
I'll
awesome.
watch it. I'll watch anything that guy comes out with.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like it was all his smaller movies. It was like what was it? It says Drag Me to Hell. I think it didn't have like Multiverse of Madness or it was like it's like
His movies, the
Evil
movies
Dead.
are full Raimi movies. That's what he was
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was like, yeah.
Question is, who does Bruce Campbell show up in this?
Oh,
There's only two of them, so I
No.
don't know how he's
in
gonna
the
be
office. In the office.
or,
early
or-
in the movie.
or riding the boat or driving the boat to
No, he's gonna
take
be
him off island.
he's gonna be the pilot that crashes.
Yeah,
100%. He's the pilot that causes the
he's
crash.
probably going to be the pilot. You gotta have Bruce Campbell.
100%.
You gotta have Bruce Campbell. Mhm. Bruce Campbell's got to be in it, and you have to have the car in the movie. That he always has. I think it's a '73 Oldsmobile that he has in most of his movies.
Is that gonna be like the
Mhm.
first thing that happens? Like you see a 73 Oldsmobile just drive off, and then the movie starts.
That's how it starts. Oh man.
Or there's inexplicably one just somewhere on the island.
It's just standing upright like a pillar.
Just standing
There's
upright
nothing
like a
else,
pillar.
but sometimes, some way.
Mm.
Oh man. But cool. Yeah, we'll finish that one here. So if you were checking us out on the replay with this trailer reaction, make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Send Help. It's something you're gonna check out when it drops in a few months. And leave a comment. Let us know. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button right down there. Come and join us when we do trailer reactions like this and other fun nerdy stuff. But we appreciate everyone in our live chat. We want you guys to stick around because we're gonna get into your comments right now. That was good. I like that. I'm definitely gonna check that one out.
I'm glad we
I like. Yeah, I like those kind of smaller movies here and there like that. You know, I'm always all for old school cinema. That looks solid.
He said he had a bad boss. Should promote her.
And Sam Raimi. So
yeah,
it's going to be something I watch.
Yeah, he needs to suffer. Yeah. Maybe another survivor emerges late in the movie. That'd be interesting. Like a third person. He was good in Twinless movie. He was bad in Boss in this. I don't remember what other movie was he in. That was it Dylan O'Brien? I know the name is familiar, but I just can't think of any movies he was in.
He's known for the Maze Runner movies.
Yep, this is what I'm thinking about. The Maze Runner.
And he was on the Teen Wolf series on MTV. I think that's where he like really became known.
Yeah, man, I remember Maze Runner, Death Cure, what's the Scorch Trials?
Sure.
Those are the ones I remember.
Yeah.
I remember I remember he was like a lot of people were like fan casting him when they announced that that Spider-Man was entering the MCU. I remember a lot of people were fan casting Dylan O'Brien as Peter.
I can see that. Maybe not now. He's a little too old, but
he's 34 now. So yeah.
Come said you got a quick video for us.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, you got it up?
Yeah.
I was at 5. What would you send back to 8? I think we talked about this before. But we'll see. I heard Jim Carrey wants to play Freddy Krueger. Yeah, was it him or does the director that would like to do Freddy Krueger and cast him? I forgot what it was, but maybe not Lucy. They got divorced. You got it up. There you go. Oh crap!
Let me see. Make sure I get it back to where it was.
Good.
I like this.
Bring it
Hold on. I gotta go open it up again one more time.
Okay. Oh, you like Last Action Hero, bro? I love Last Action Hero. I have it
Last
somewhere.
Action Hero.
I don't know where it is, but I know it's here somewhere. I love that movie. I watched that movie so many times as a kid.
It's like the original meta movie.
Yeah.
Or at least one of them.
Here we go. Ready?
All right.
Different iconic villains in movie history, Michael Myers, who is very well known to adults, but maybe not as much to kids. So we asked some parents who were walking by our theater if they wanted their kids to take a Halloween picture, the same way you take a picture with Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. But we told them this picture would be with Michael Myers. And believe it or not, lots of parents sent their children right in.
We're up here. This is spooky. This is scary.
Oh, this is the cutest thing ever. Oh my god.
Nope.
One of the most iconic villains in movie history, Michael.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a girl from my own heart.
Mhm.
Nope. I'm out. Two
She doesn't
fingers.
like run away. She just turns around and walks back out.
Just kind of casually walked out.
That's funny.
I love that. I love
That's
that. That's good.
That first kid would be dead. He's like, oh,
Okay.
keep going with
You're a
it.
piece of candy kid? He's like, well, kind of scared.
Oh man,
The little girl that
It's
gives him
like
a
my-
hug. Oh, my
that's cute. That
God.
little girl.
That's like the cutest thing ever.
Yeah. Oh, they got talking about the other thing.
I love
Oh
little
man,
girls. Little girls are the greatest things ever, and also the worst at the same time.
Lucy
You can't
Lawless.
get mad. You just can't get
Sam Raimi
mad.
were married? I did not know that. I didn't know Lucy Lawless and Sam Raimi were married.
Me neither. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to see Lucy Lawless like in like the MCU or or the DC while it still exists.
Yeah, that's not happening.
How old is she? She's 57. A little bit older.
Look at how she looks at 57. Let's look at Halle Berry again.
Oh yeah. How old was she because in Spartacus? Damn, but that was also 12 years ago. So. Oh man.
But we're sitting here. Let's
Yeah.
do this Eddie Murphy thing real quick. Just watch it.
You want to watch it? All right.
I just want to watch it.
I've done so
Hold on.
Oh.
types of things.
Good morning, my neighbors!
You had that appointment with destiny.
He changed the way we view comedy.
Who took all the money? Shrek.
God damn, this your place?
I started so young. Eddie was right out of high school, but he was just fearless. My stuff took off because they'd never seen a young black person take charge.
The new sheriff is now. He had the #1 movie, comedy special, and pop song.
It was unprecedented. He's like a miracle. From stand-up comic to big screen sex symbol. That's what they said. I didn't say it.
He went from being the raw guy to the family guy.
You ate my slice? This is a great house to haunt. Like 100 years from now, I'm gonna be around this motherfucker. I heard him doing that laugh upstairs. Eddie never stops creating. I want to show them that I'm not like anybody in this town. I'm everybody in the scene and everything in between.
He amplified black talent.
He changed the world. Not just American culture, he changed the world.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. One of the greatest ever.
It's all about my children. Pursue peace of mind. If you get that, then you got it all. The best show on television is ridiculousness.
I love that he's sitting around watching ridiculousness. That's fucking hilarious.
No. Well, all right, mark that down.
It's coming out soon.
I'm gonna watch that the second it starts streaming.
I just
Eddie Murphy.
love Eddie Murphy, dude. That's just oh my god.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest of all to do it as far as I'm concerned. Great, like I hope it really, really leans into how multifaceted he is. I think even in his later career, when he started making, kind of more kid-friendly stuff, I think by that point in his career, he pretty much earned it. So I hope, he earned the right to just kind of take it easy and do whatever he felt like doing.
Dude, Eddie Murphy.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's cemented in history as one of the best to do it. And I don't care. I'll watch anything that man does and probably enjoy it in some capacity because of him. So yeah. Yep. Stay up until midnight
That's
until
what
I
I wanna
start
see.
streaming if I have to.
Look at all these. Look how many damn kids he got. All his kids, not grandkids. It's all his kids.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it 11 or 12? I don't know. It's 11 or 12.
I'm just saying, either Eddie Murphy or Nick Cannon probably could have like single-handedly repopulated the Earth if they survived the Thanos snap.
Is it bad that he has? But he can do it though. He has enough money to support all these kids.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
More power to him. He's got enough money for it. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sure all his kids make money too now because
He probably make him executive
got
producers
them.
on everything he ever did.
And that isn't that his new wife, the white woman to his left. Yeah.
Yep. But
And
that's
she's
just
like some Australian model.
Yep.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, that's her
Nice.
mother. That's his mother.
Mhm.
I only had 11 kids, so maybe one of us is his ex-wife. I don't know. So, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know. He has a lot of kids. That's just what he does.
I look it up. I'm like, damn, really? So people.com says he has 10 children.
All right, so let's count. Baby, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 there.
Yeah.
There's 10 there.
Damn.
That's fun. I love Eddie Murphy. I literally think he's a genius. Like he's not just a genius, he's like the genius. You know? Like what's better?
Yeah.
What comedy special is better than Delirious or Raw? Then what movie is better? Like he has
Raw is
all
like
of them.
the best ever.
Dude. I know Eddie Murphy will tell you Richard Pryor is better than he is, but I don't think anyone's better than Eddie Murphy. I'm not gonna say he's better than Richard Pryor. I'm just saying I don't think anyone is better than Eddie Murphy. You know, when Dave Chappelle says you're the best, you're the best. That's just where it is. Yeah.
That's how it goes. I had to look up. So he had kids with freaking Sporty Spice.
Yeah. What?
Was that Sporty Spice?
Scary Spice.
Scary
Oh, not
Spice.
Sporty Spice. Scary Spice.
Scary
Yeah,
Spice.
one of the
Yeah,
Spice
Mel
Girls.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel B.
Yeah, Mel B. I was like, I didn't know he had a kid with her.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
Sure did.
But
Coming to America is my favorite.
it's gonna be good.
Movie.
It's gonna be a watch one.
Coming to America is my favorite.
Coming
movie.
to America is awesome.
Like, is it anything better than Coming to America? Like, oh my god,
No,
it's not ready. It's not ready. My voice is not ready yet, but it's coming. I'm gonna get some tea and I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be ready.
With the Soul
Not
Glow,
today. Not today.
or
You can't
I
do
had
it
a
right
friend
now.
that is always did the Soul Glow, like in high school.
Soul Glow.
But yeah,
Mhm.
so
Right. But
it would
that's
be like
fun.
we'll be in like a hallway where it's like super echoey. He would do it. But hey, he's got Shrek coming out too. Another Shrek
Yep.
5.
Yep.
He's gonna be in that. So
All right, that was good enough. I just wanted to watch
Yeah.
it. I didn't want it to be a segment. I just
Okay.
wanted to watch with everything.
yeah, check it out. Yeah, I might cut it up. Do it. Delta Dan came in the house. I think I saw
Yep, what's
Ace.
up, Delta Dan?
I saw Ace. Ace coming in.
What's
Right-
up,
right at the end.
Ace? I appreciate you guys
About
jumping
that.
in.
Yeah. Want to watch
Wanna watch the
Delirious
Little
now.
Ears now?
Yep.
Eddie, I won't have Eddie.
You know evil, hear no evil. It's Richard Pryor.
See no evil, hear no evil. You remember that, right?
Yeah, that was Richard Pryor and Willy Wonka. Why can't I can't?
I was
think of
Willy
his name.
Wonka as well.
Yeah.
I
Gene
can't think of his
Wilder.
name.
Oh,
Gene Wilder. There you go.
Gene
Yeah.
Wilder. I was gonna say Willy Wonka too. Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh man. All right. But make Metro 2.
No, they shouldn't have made Metro 1. So, but just like they shouldn't have done Coming to America 2. You don't need that. It's the best thing ever. Just leave it alone.
They should have just left Coming to America alone.
100%. Oh, 100%. It don't even exist.
Yeah.
Hey, he got his own money. I wish
money.
if I was gonna get Eddie Murphy to sign anything, I would want a dollar bill with Eddie Murphy's face on it. It's signed by Eddie Murphy. I would frame that. That's what I want. That would be like the greatest gift ever.
That would be funny. There's got to be like some out there already. Oh man. All right. I'm ready to go to bed, man. I'm tired of shit now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to bed.
All right. But appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out. Yeah. Collector with super chat. Everyone else coming in, even right at the end. Appreciate Delta Dan, Ace coming in right at the end. All you guys, Mild Bear, best mod admin we got
ever. All time.
Yep. All time.
She's a goat.
Yep. She's the goat. But let's get out of here.
We should have a regular goat and we should have a female goat. I'm just telling you, picture of it. He goes, ah! You have a female goat, so we can do one for Mama Bear.
Female goat. Just make one of the goats scream, but just put like a
wig on there,
a wig on it, like a hair, some long hair.
Exactly.
It's the female goat. How do you know it's a female? Because they got long hair.
Oh, you been around all night? Oh, appreciate that, Ace.
Oh, is it okay? It's hiding in the back.
Yes,
it's all good. It's playing Ghost of All right. There you go. All right, let's get out of here. Appreciate you guys. We will see you guys on what's today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, Saturday. So Saturday we got the rewind with Brian Onzo. So make sure you guys check those guys out on Monday.
We were talking about AI earlier. Oh, I'm gonna do something with AI tomorrow. It's going to be ready. I want to have a bunch of Onzo.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. So make sure you check out the rewind on Saturday morning, and then Saturday night we're gonna finish up season 1.
Yep, season 1 next Expanse will be done.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be so good. So we'll watch the Expanse and finish that up for that season. Then then on to season 2.
Yep, it's funny. The whole episode, we're looking at you like the whole time, like, do you like it? You like it? Do you like it?
Yeah, I already know I'm gonna like it because it's getting wild. It's getting wild. So, but cool. Appreciate all you guys. Have a good weekend. We'll be back Monday with hopefully we'll talk about a movie or something. So we'll see how that works out. But yep, appreciate you guys. Have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend. Be safe out there, and we will see you guys later.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.